We are good to go. It's Tuesday. Saskatchewan Lotteries. We wanted to give you a little extra intro today. Some rock and roll music there. Saskatchewan Lotteries, the Rider scratch tickets still out there. One of the big prizes still available. A lot of the big sub prizes. Rider tickets, season tickets still available. Get out there, support sport, culture, and recreation in Saskatchewan at your Lotto Spot retailer. Back for another week, and the show today goes like this. We are going to find out from Rider practice what is happening. What is the injury update? I know a lot of people are wondering about AJ Ouellette. We are going to hear from Coach Mace momentarily. We're going to talk CFL. What's the deal with Ottawa signing a kicker? Does anyone have comments on that? Let's find that out. More from the Riders later. Arash Madani in hour 2. Clutch performer, NASCAR Report. There's a hint of our co-host coming in today. PumpJacks Cathedral trivia in hour 2 for $100. CFL related question in hour 2. Glen Suitor in hour 3. Glen's got some hot topics he wants to get to. So that's the show we like when you participate. Prairie Land Rentals text line. Understand the Prairie Land Rentals team in the back play 620 CKRM in the SportsCage. So shout out to the fellas and the girls working in the back of Prairie Land Rentals. 600 Albert Street. You know the drill. If you need anything to rent for a project, go there. And then if you need to buy a Husqvarna tool or lawn maintenance, a robotic lawnmower, go see it. You deal with the owner. 600 Albert Street. 936-6262. 936-6262. Let us know what you're thinking today, or if you want to chime in on any of the topics that we have. All of our guests join us on the Western Pizza guest hotline. Thanks to everyone who messaged in last week that said they were going to Western Pizza on game day or post game day, just because we make them very hungry every day and we talk on the radio. How do you think we feel? It's the same. We got to do it every day for 3 hours. Western Pizza, generous amount of toppings, all those Greek favorites that you love. Visit your local Western Pizza today. Joining me today, he's usually here on Thursdays. Sometimes it bounces around. We're not really sure. Sharky is in on a Tuesday.
It is.
You said you're all out of sorts. You you don't have a hat. You forgot a mouse. You're not wearing pants.
Yeah,
you're walking around in your gotch all day.
It's been a big day. Didn't normally plan for Tuesday to be on the radio, but here we are. We'll do our best, and we're pantsless. No, we're not pantsless. We're not pantsless.
When you're here, though, you were brought to you by
Flooring Superstore.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys at Park and Arcola. Fantastic selection. Whatever you need. Yeah, you like the Lionel.
People are getting stuff done at the cabin.
Are they?
Yeah, I was talking to one of the guys there saying a lot of people cabin work. It's that time of the year where they want to do it themselves.
Good for them.
It's so hot out. If you're
Why would you want to burn a nice summer day?
So I think you're planning down the road.
Yeah, get them to come out. You go to the beach and they do the flooring.
Yeah, or
get on the boat,
or you do it yourself in October.
Yeah, not
suspect weather.
Yeah,
out. Okay. We're gonna play Sast. I'll pick the score later too. Colson tells me.
I'm excited about trivia. I'm not here on Trivia Day. This is big for me.
Yeah, we'll see if you can get it.
All right.
See if Sharky can get it. What do you think? What do you think about everything that happened last week, Riders wise?
First off, heck of a football game. Outstanding football game. Entertaining as heck.
Wasn't it?
It was. I mean, if you weren't entertained at that game, there's nothing we can do for you. You need to go back to the Coliseum and fight lions. That's the only thing that'll work.
A lot of people that I was talking to kind of were on the level. They're like, yeah, you know what? Great game. Great shootout. I mean, I know there's the odd person that's like the world's falling in. We got to fire there. We got to move this. Hey, we weren't going to win every game.
No, we were going to go 18-0.
Just a heads up.
Really, really impressed with what our defense did. We talked about it all week. They had to contain Rankin. They did it. Unfortunately, they forgot to look after Fajardo a little bit. He played. You can't knock Cody Fajardo. You can't. He played outstanding. He hit every pass. He had his checkdowns going good. Trevor Harris was the same way. I thought Trevor did really, really well. You know, there's 3 or 4 plays in a game that always make the difference. For us, not for Edmonton, but for us, those 3 or 4 games are the callback on the great return by Weeb early in the game.
Oh, that nice to see.
Hey, wasn't that fun to watch?
Didn't stick for the kid.
Yeah. Then the The missed field goal obviously was huge. That was a big one. Then the drop pass in the end zone with the miscommunication between Trevor Harris and the receiver. And, of course, the offensive pass interference that everybody's disappointed about. Don't know what to say about that drop pass. He was wide open. I don't think Trevor shorted him. I think he thought he was going to sit down. I think he was going to sit in that zone and hang on. So, yeah, those are the four plays you look back and go, man, those were game changers.
Do you gain more respect for Edmonton after that game?
Without a doubt.
Me too.
Yeah, without a doubt. Not only did they play incredibly well, played it on the road, played it against a team that was on playing an emotional game. So you know that they're going to have a little extra fire or a little extra desire for the win. I just thought Edmonton played really, really, really well, and I give them a ton of credit. Yeah. Not taking anything away from the Riders, but Edmonton played just about perfect.
Let's hear what Coach Mace had to say as the Riders were back on the practice field today and what he saw on film from the game.
We lost to a really good team. They did some really good things. They earned the right to win that. Definitely some things we have to be better at in order to play with top teams in the league, which they are. They've proven to be that. So, the good thing I think for us is, you always look to the next game. We get an opportunity to go play these guys again. So, this week obviously is focused on being a better version of us. Expecting a better version of them. Line it up again, see how we fare.
If you can say definitively that there's a best team in the CFL, you're lying.
Oh,
nobody knows.
Again,
here we go. We got 5 teams?
Yeah,
6 maybe.
Well, I think there's 3-3-3 right now. There's 3 that are the teams to beat. There's 3 that are banged up, need a break, need something good to happen. And there's 3 that are going, we got to find some new players, right?
Which isn't easy to do.
I mean, BC right now is struggling at the quarterback position with Rourke out. Ottawa needs to find 12 new guys to play on defense. Hamilton is maybe looking in the mirror going, this isn't working out quite the way we thought with the quarterback situation. Toronto losing Kelly. Again, another challenge for them, although Arbuckle still is in the fold. Winnipeg, Drew Brown got them a couple of wins maybe they didn't see. Calgary, they can't win unless they score over 40 points. Really? If they don't score 40 points, they don't win, right? And then it's Montreal, the Riders, and Edmonton at the other side. So, that's the way your teams shake out right now, 3-3-3. And the top 3 are all right there. And I think in a best of 3 with anybody, it would go down to 3 games.
See, I don't want to rule out Winnipeg, Calgary, Toronto too quickly.
They're in my second, third.
Toronto, we'll see what happens with Kelly, but those guys, they've lived the life of a flight attendant for the last
they have
2.5 months.
Yeah. They don't.
How do you settle in? How do you play a physical professional sport?
How do you get a routine going
when you're always on a bird? You're traveling like that'd be so. How do the professional athlete think about it?
It doesn't matter how professional you are when you're traveling that much.
And your body
routine
hurts.
Yeah.
And you got ice everywhere, and then it's like you get off and you go home and you practice. Oh, hold on, I'm not even going to unpack. I'm just going to throw everything back in my duffel bag because we got to leave again.
We're just going to do some laundry, get back on the bus. It's a challenge for them. It really is. And Toronto, when they get it home and maybe get some routine going, they could be dangerous. But again, without Kelly, are they the same football team?
I know Glenn in hour 3 really wants to get into Trey Ford, but you're watching that game and it's like, oh wow, okay, here we go.
Yeah,
go and win it. Go and win it. Go and do.
Show everybody wrong.
For the last 2 weeks, you've been playing so good. You've been, sticking it everywhere to everyone that said,
he can't play.
And then he throws an absolute muffin right to a guy. And it's like, it happens. Probably shouldn't happen at that level for that guy.
No.
But it's like, they were so close. I don't. And again, you could say you could be if you take your green colored tinted glasses off, you could say this about the Riders too. But I watched that game and I'm like, well, is Montreal that good? Like, I watched it front to back. It was like they didn't totally blow my socks off.
They don't, but they play well enough to win. They do the right things to win.
Yeah.
Right? And again, Trey Ford running. Right away he's running. Right? He gets rid of the playbook and he scrambles around. Right? That's where I have a problem with him. I really do. I really have a problem with that. Just take off right away. I don't care. I'm going to scramble. Sandlot. And it cost him. I mean, he threw a 4-yard pass, 12 yards.
Calgary, I don't know. Like, I watch Calgary, and sometimes I'm like, they're a Fugazi. And then other times I'm like, man, it's a pretty good team here. Their defense.
Suspect.
Yeah.
If they don't score 40, they don't win. They can score 35 and they don't win the football game. They got to get over 40 points to win.
Yeah.
Right?
They
got 3 wins. One's with 40 and the other 2 with 50 points.
And then Winnipeg is the same thing. It's like, I don't know what to really think. Like, and
well, again, without
Colero,
without
is he coming back?
You would think so.
Is this possibly the end?
It's always close to the end. Every play is close to the end. Every play is just about your last one. I still suspect he's going to be back this year. He's going to try and help, but Drew Brown didn't look as good as he did in the first 2 games. That's for sure.
No, and yeah, probably. Obviously, teams get to settle in, watch more tape, and figure it out. But I like it, and you're going the 3-3-3. I'm going. There's 5 teams that easily could be there at the end. The crossover thing, if that plays,
always
and then
play.
We'll talk as the week goes on. I got Julio Caravata coming back on for BC. Ooh, they won 1 football game.
Yeah.
And they were like a favorite to run away with. Now, your star quarterback goes down, but
you've still only won 1 football game.
It's not often your quarterback plays the entire season in this league.
No.
Like, knock on wood.
And they're already not going with Bryce next game. They've already moved on. That experiment's come to an end.
That's tough.
Yeah.
But if we're in the same situation here, if something happened, and it's like Jack Cohn, all right, yeah, and then all of a sudden, vroom.
Yeah.
In glass houses, I don't want to be in a glass house, but I don't want to throw any stones.
No. But we always talk about this. Your backup quarterback's only as good till he's got to play. Right? He's only so good till he actually goes in, and then you find out whether he can actually play catch or not. And sometimes they can't. Right? In the scenario they're in.
I talked to a guy at the start of the year, and we're just kind of debating, and I said, over under 9 games that AJ Ouellette plays this year. And he goes, way over. He's playing them all. And I said, have you watched him? Have you watched that violent running, and his body is beat up year after year, and there's ankle and there's knee and there's concussion, whatever. And I'm like, okay. I'm saying, if he gives us 9 regular season games, I'm taking it.
Yeah.
I'm taking it. And then kind of rest up for the postseason. But he gets injured again on Thursday, and I know a lot of people are wondering about that. So let's get an update from Coach Mace today on AJ Ouellette.
Yeah, we're going to go week to week on it. Might be a tall task this week. But again, nothing long term.
I didn't expect him to say anything else.
No, he's played 4. So he's played 4 of 6, and he's going to miss the 7th. Yeah. I suspect Connolly's going to play again. The other thing is Bertrand Houdon hasn't been 100% either. You might as well have the healthiest guy in the backfield. Right? I didn't think Connolly did bad when he was in there. I didn't think he was an embarrassment at all. Right?
He's fine. He'll be fine for us, but it's yeah, I love it. I love that they get Saturday.
Yeah.
All right, let's go again.
Yep. Load it back up.
In Edmonton, but to your point, right? Like Edmonton came in here did the job, and it's not like it's a grueling road trip, like they had to fly across the pond. They came in here, got it done. Now, they're holding serve, and let's go in there.
I think there'll be a little more of a bee in the bonnet of the Riders, if that's a way to put it. They're going to play with a little more up-tempo. They've seen when they stop Rankin now, what's going to happen, right? They'll still focus on the Rankin stop. They can't let him run crazy. But now they know better about what Fajardo's got lined up for second down. I suspect the Riders are going to be in a much better shape Saturday.
Coach Mace says, or was asked if there is an advantage to playing them right away.
Well, I mean, it works out like that, So, yeah, I think that's best case scenario in situations that we found ourselves in. But ultimately, anytime something doesn't go your way, you just, you're itching to get back on the field, regardless of who the opponent is. But in this situation, it's just worked out that way. So yeah, it's better, I think, to try to get redemption, so to speak. Yeah.
Yeah, I know I'll be glued to it.
Oh, I will too. Yeah.
Betting away and sprinkling and all that kind of fun. I think there'd be there's a lot of Saskatchewan people there.
Big time.
And then there's a lot of people that like to make the trek. Did you see that concert?
Yes.
At Commonwealth?
Post Malone, is that who it was?
What was that, Saturday night?
I think so, yeah.
I knew a couple people that were there. And then they posted some videos, and then it just was viral everywhere.
Yeah.
And
it was a good storm. It was a good storm for Edmonton.
Well, it's scary because you would think that they would see that like further out than what it seemed. Or did it make a drastic turn and it's like, oh boy, we got to get him off the stage. Everyone shelter in place.
Yeah. Or maybe they didn't think it was going to be that bad till it showed up.
Well, he thought he was going back on. Just a small delay.
She's over.
And the city looks like Katrina just rolled through.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nasty.
Edmonton's had some good weather this year. Lots of moisture up there.
They're supposed to get more right now. Like they're still under a red warning.
Really?
And I read it was if they get another 2 centimeters of rain, it will be their wettest month ever this July.
Yeah, well, we need some of that.
We need a little.
We need some of that action here. It's getting dry.
It's getting dry. Course was good yesterday, though.
The Regina Red Sox couldn't even play yesterday. And
no, they had to drive somewhere else, didn't they?
Did they even play? I thought it was postponed. No, because of field conditions.
Yeah.
So they're going to try and do it again today. So the field must be underwater. But yeah. Anyway, back to the game and Coach Mace. He was asked, is it easier to fix the secondary communication against the same team?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, it doesn't matter who you play. If we have a lack of communication, bad things happen. So, looking inward as a team, certainly things we can focus on. Ultimately, we expect to see some different looks from them, as an offense. And it's going to come down to us communicating so that we can execute. If we don't do that, we see what that result can look like, specifically with a really good football team, good football players that they have. So look inward first.
Yeah, the communication issues
exactly.
Happens every game.
Everywhere.
Yeah, it's
got them at home.
There was a microscope on those ones, and they stood out. I got veteran guys for the most part talk it out, but yeah, like you talked about, right? It was so stop Rankin, gotta stop that run. And you got Leak, you gotta watch out. You gotta stop that run.
Leak was -1. Yeah, they didn't figure it out.
And then it's like, whoa, hold on, forgot about Cody. And not everyone did. We talked about it leading in. He's got that spin move. Yeah. He can get away. Just a veteran QB.
I watched that first series they did from the south end zone just to see what he saw.
Scripted very well.
Very well.
Oh, wow. If anyone's ever played football, you get what that means. You could try and script
your first maybe 10, 15, 20
series,
plays.
Yeah. Okay, we think this, we'll go here. Maybe have a couple of audibles in the shoot in case. And when it works, you feel, if you're throwing or if you're out there or if you're a coach, you're a genius. Oh, am I smart?
But when it goes bad, oh no.
Oh, yeah, because the other team gets paid too, as they say.
I'm just looking at the CFL stats because I wanted to see where Bryce was at. 40 for 66. Not terrible numbers.
Who?
That Chase Bryce
BC?
from BC, yeah. But then I looked up, Vernon Adams has 20 touchdowns and no interceptions.
Yep.
And they got 3 wins. That's a defense problem. That's totally a defense problem.
Like, would you...
And Toronto, Chad Kelly's got 9 interceptions. That's over 1 a game,
Yeah.
right? That's an offense problem.
And everybody except for Jeffrey in this question, like, would you really believe in Vernon Adams to take you where you need to go in the league?
20-0 right now. Touchdowns to interceptions.
What's their record?
That's what I'm saying. When they don't score 40 points, their defense gives up too many and they lose.
I just don't, like, clutch, like, under the gun. I don't know if I'm taking... I think I'm taking Fajardo over him.
Oh, I would say that as well right now. But I mean,
then again, like, Rourke hasn't proved anything under the gun. Like, there was that good. They had a great shootout last year. Harris, obviously. Alexander, yeah. If Bo Levi Mitchell gets back, yeah. Caleros, meh.
I'm looking for.
I'm not sure that he's ever gonna be back or come back or
be as strong as he was.
Like that last hit that has got him out here on the 6-gamer. There wasn't much there.
No.
Which is unfortunate because the league's better with better quarterbacks. What a move by Winnipeg and bringing in Brown though as a
it's worked out well for them. Yeah.
What's your take on Ottawa? What's his name? I wrote it down.
Lewis Ward.
Bringing him back in, and Lawther is he still a Hyundai? 100%?
No.
He missed?
He missed practice today. It's listed as a quad injury.
No. Field goal.
Oh.
Has he missed one yet?
He hasn't missed one, no.
Yeah.
Really?
What are you thinking?
20 for 20.
What are you thinking?
Well, the injury.
Okay.
He's banged up. He said, I'm banged up. I don't know if I can go. They got to have somebody there. That's what they're thinking.
But
if he's banged up, if they know something, they got to get another kicker.
Where's Ward from?
Lewis Ward is from England.
Global.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Literally.
He counts as a national. So I guess he went to school here or something. He went to the University of Ottawa. There you go. There it is.
Okay.
He's probably in their backyard. Yeah. Okay, when you get off work at SportsCage, can you swing by and kick some balls?
Yeah. Or
right?
on the dock.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on here though. Lawther quad gets healthy. Ward is there. Can I read into anything?
No,
here?
Lawther's perfect right now.
Can we start some rumors?
No, we can't.
But we need a guy.
We need a guy. I don't know if Lawther would come back.
I'm spiteful though. If I'm Lawther, I say pound. I'm not coming back. And then I said this last week. Imagine the pressure coming back here to kick
and miss one.
Or kick anywhere.
Oh.
Anyway, you're on the road and it's gusty winds and just crap, and you're like, oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy. I don't think I would take at this stage in your career. You got a kid at home. That's all. That's what really matters. You're out there getting a paycheck, kicking a few field goals. You're in Ottawa. Does anyone really care? No. There's no pressure. There's like 30 fans in the game.
There's no SportsCage talking about me all the time. Yeah.
I think I'm good. Hey, Wardo. That's probably what they call him. It's probably his nickname.
I would have guessed.
Hey, Wardo. You want to go to Sasky? I don't want to go. They need a guy.
I got a good job at SportsCheck. I'm not leaving this.
We got a heck of a discount. Have you ever seen the SportsCheck discounts that they get sometimes? It's
good.
It's pretty sweet.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just a backup in case he can't go. They got to have somebody in there. You can't go out on Thursday for a Friday night game and go, hey, who can kick? Can't wander down to the soccerplex and see if somebody's got a leg.
Dylan in Saskatoon says Riders missed their chance to sign Lewis. They fumbled the bag.
Maybe he didn't want to come here. Like his
So what
sport check
happens if he
discount.
gets released, though, Dylan? And Lauder's back. He's not going to practice roster. You snap him off that.
He might
You
practice
can
roster.
take him off that.
Yeah. I don't know that he's the answer. What's Lewis Ward's career numbers?
No, he might not be the answer, but we need a guy to push, and he's a national. But I guess that's not going to happen this week.
No.
I'm shocked that wasn't the story out of practice today. 3 field goal kickers. There's a guy that works the zipper who used to kick college ball. He's in town anyway for the X. He came and he booted a few through.
Yeah, he was at Lexington Tech.
Yeah.
He can play.
Yeah. Now he's a carny. But he's in. He's practicing this week.
Okay.
He might go to Edmonton.
Lewis Ward is 300 of 347 field goals attempted. It's 86%. Pretty good.
Yeah.
And a national.
Wouldn't be a bad move.
And a national.
Wouldn't be a bad move.
National.
Longest of 56, but that was back in 2019. But he's still hitting 50-yarders, so.
Yeah.
Wasn't our guy's first over 40 this game? Or over 45?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what the odds would be on Hale this weekend. There won't be a line on it, but does Hale go, 100%?
No. He hasn't yet this year.
He's got to be feeling it for sure.
Well,
You're a human being.
If you hit the upright or miss by millimeters, but when you kick it into the third row on the left side, that's bad.
Yeah, that one I'd like to get his take on it. Like what happened? Like, do you lean into it too much there? Does it do you overcook it like golf? What do you do wrong there?
Yeah. What went sideways?
Because that is
Besides the football.
that is
When you have the video on, can you slow it down to see the kick? Is the ball in place?
I can't slow it down.
No.
I can try and look.
No, it looked good. Yeah.
no. But I want. Where does it? What goes wrong in that kick, Lewis or Alex? Tell us what goes wrong there. That'd be my question.
That's a good question.
And if he says, it's just one of those things. One of what things? I don't know. We don't know. We want you to explain it to us.
You can't have one of those things when we need you to kick a field goal. You got to get it. Yeah.
Swammer's texting in. Lewis Ward be like the manager on Major League. Listen, I got a guy on the other line looking for a set of white walls. I'll let you know.
I'll call you back.
Harry always references that. I don't know. I got a guy on the other line about some white walls. I'm gonna have to call you back. Speaking of that, let's go to break. It's the Sports Cage. We're streaming through our YouTube channel. It's for Saskatchewan Lottery. Sharky's here for Flooring Superstore. We'll be right back. Come back to Tuesday Cage. Sask Lotteries is the sponsor. Sharky's here for Flooring Superstore. Great text in by Swammer. What's the quote? Coulson from Major League.
Let me get back to you, will you, Charlie? I got a guy on the other line asking about some white walls.
But what was the initial question?
Would you like to manage the Indians?
I might watch that movie tonight.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it in so long.
The full exchange is, how would you like to manage the Indians this year? Gee, I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? This is your chance to manage in the big leagues. Let me get back to you, Charlie.
I got a guy in the line about some white walls. So good. Okay, Roscoe, first off, awesome picture he wants you to look at.
What do you got, Roscoe?
Something about he's cooking today, smoking. So I'll show you.
Spruce and Roughies wrapped in bacon going in the smoker is what Roscoe says.
Rough grouse?
Sure.
Do we have the photo?
Here, let me try and pull it up.
While you guys are talking about gross stuff, Sharky brought in bison jerky.
Yeah.
And he thinks I'm going to eat that at some point in the next 3 hours.
He is. He's going to try it. We're going to diversify Barney's culinary choices from KFC.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Here you go, Sharky.
Oh, that looks so good.
Roscoe, he's a good cook.
He's
Yeah.
out there.
Every Rider game texts me in what he's putting on the grill for supper, and I'm usually stuck with pretzels over here.
Roscoe, don't send that to Coulson. Send that to me, please, in the future, so that we can get that properly discussed on air.
Prairie Land Rentals text line.
Rough grouse is so delicious. They're
D
so
Hunt.
good.
Yeah.
Like the best.
I'm trying to get off the subject before I get sick. D Hunt says Mark Mueller inability to call an effective third quarter out of the half. 2025 and 2026 scored 153 total points over 25 games. Average if 6.12 points every third quarter. Basically, Hunt's saying when we are up at halftime, we are never able to separate. If we are tied or down, we're always clawing super late to get back in it. More consistency is needed. Good text. Makes a point.
You have
Thanks,
to win
Huntsy.
the third quarter.
Text in more. Need more.
Yeah.
And he's rolling data there too. He's a stats guy. Rider 50/50 this week. Rider5050.ca for the Saskatchewan Roughrider Foundation. Early bird prize. We've been here before. It must be popular. They're staying really Canada. They're not doing anything down in the States. It's a Blue Jays weekend for two in Toronto. So we've had this before. You get return flights, Saskatchewan to Toronto, 2 nights downtown hotel near the Rogers Centre, 2 tickets to a Jays game, or take $3,600 cash. I'm taking cash on that one.
Yeah, I don't want to go Jays game this year.
Yeah. Just baseball in general in Toronto. Nah. I want to go to Wrigley. That's the next ballpark I want to go to.
I haven't been to Wrigley. Been to Seattle. Great garlic fries there. Man, they were good. Oh my.
You're stinky.
Yeah.
You're a stinky aisle guy. Oh,
Yeah.
great. This guy's eating garlic fries.
Everybody's eating them there. They're delicious.
Deadline is Thursday night at 10 p.m. Riders5050.ca. Still, we're going to play Pick the Score at some point, too, for some free tickets. And trivia coming up for PumpJacks Cathedral in hour 2. $100 on the line. Here we go. The regulars are coming in. Sharky Barney would love some pheasant jerky.
We can make that.
Get lost.
We can put that together. I had tuna on the smoker. Yeah, tuna on the smoker on Sunday. That was delicious.
Michael, hey Barney, did Sharky ever do that favor for you? Backyard repair. Think it was patio wood stairway redo. Since he's closed for an update, Mike K in Regina. You said you're gonna come.
We can get that done. It's too hot to do it right now.
Yeah, I know it is. I need you. I really need you to come by, and don't sugarcoat it. If you don't think we can do it, be like, then I'll get someone else.
The problem, I think, is the concrete on your house, right? Because I think that step is built into the concrete. So there's going to be some tricks to that.
No, not really.
You look at it when you
Okay, you got to come by. When
you show me pictures.
Do you ever go to the north? Do you ever go NOD?
Oh, really?
I'll send a driver for you to your neck of the woods.
I don't want a 72 Pontiac pulling up in my driveway.
Blew a Lucerne. Okay, what is your take? And I don't want to get into a basketball show here.
Okay.
But this is big news in the sporting world. Let's go around the horn here. And Arash is going to talk about it in hour 2 because I texted him on the weekend and he shot me down like a Scud missile. He was like, no. LeBron James going to Philadelphia. And if people are like kind of like me where it's like, man, I don't know basketball. What I do know is Philly was good. Mm-hmm. He's going to make them better. But he's not even like going to be like they got Embiid there, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then who's the guy from Boston they got?
Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown.
You pay attention.
And people were saying that like Jaylen Brown is going to be like an attitude, like conflict thing. And now it's coming out supposedly that Jaylen Brown recruited. Why wouldn't you?
Sure.
But okay, what? We're absolutely nobody. Like we're pigeons
In this conversation.
in everything. But what athletes are the most self-absorbed?
Self-absorbed?
Like if you're looking from what we know, just it's total speculation. Like of all professional sports, like what athletes would you say are it's all about me. I don't care. Money and me, get lost. I don't need you. Because they say hockey players are probably at the
It's harder to be that in a hockey.
Hockey players usually are good, wholesome guys. Usually. It's just
It's harder to
what
do
they
that.
say. There's obviously some guys that are D-bags. And yeah.
They're not great teammates, but they can't play the game by
Football,
themselves.
you look at some of those receivers and the running backs, and it's a kind of a me thing. But I think baseball, no. I think like baseball, they get paid and they don't care.
No.
It's like, I didn't win the World Series. Who cares? You see how rich I am?
But baseball, you can hit a home run 3 times a game and still not win the game. Like you can be the guy that hits a home run every game and still not be on a winning team.
Basketball players, I think, would be the most self-absorbed, just all about
They
me.
appear to be the most.
That's what I'm. Yeah, that's right. No NBA guy's going to come through the door here downtown Regina and slap us. So let's just let it fly.
We should be fine. I do feel LeBron might be one of the greatest self-absorbed human beings of all time.
I don't know though. He went back to Cleveland. When he went back to Cleveland after ditching out,
But he never goes back. He never goes to a team that's in trouble.
Would you?
Well, no, but he never. Do you know what I mean? He always
you got a great job with a great company.
Yeah.
And if they said, Sharky, we got a chance for you to go to like Amazon. They need a guy like you.
Yeah.
Right now.
Remington.
Let's go. Sure. Whatever that is. That's a good bar in Whitefish. And a shotgun.
Yes. There we go.
We need you to go work there, or we need you to go sell papers in
Winnipeg.
I'm just trying. I was trying not to be offensive. Where?
Leave that to me.
Yeah, Kenora, Ontario. Kenora, Saskatchewan's deadly.
Yeah, it is. I will tell you this: when guys go and just chase the money for their spot, right? They chase the money, and LeBron has done that. He's chased the money, but he's often brought other guys with him because in basketball you can play a lot of minutes by yourself, right? Somebody just gets you the ball, you dribble it down the court, you don't get hit, you don't get right, throw it up, falls in the hole, you go back the other end, right? It's like I don't want to misrepresent the game, but you can do a lot on your own. You can do a lot on your own in basketball. Whereas in other sports,
Basketball,
you can't.
Saskatchewan's going to hire you.
Yeah,
to explain the game.
Or they're going to come in here and explain it to me, right? I just don't think there's a lot of games where a single guy can play all by himself, if you will, and be the most dominant player.
Hockey, baseball,
Football.
basketball guys.
Yeah.
If you had a daughter,
Ooh.
date one of those. Yeah, that I don't even want to think about that. La 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 la.
Yeah.
Let's rewind.
You have a daughter. Where do you want me to go with this conversation?
No, I don't find there's anything wrong with it. It's like a lot of people and the hearing, and I'm like, he's just chasing another championship.
Good for him.
So?
Yeah.
He's got like 2 years left. Fire away. Go win a ring. Like if I could go back and play senior hockey
and win a ring,
win a banner,
yeah.
which I never did, it just pisses me off. And that actually happens in senior hockey.
Yeah.
A lot of guys chase the money.
I got 5.
A lot of guys, yeah, good. Yeah, I love it.
I will say this: LeBron has said that he's the greatest of all time. He's put it out there that he's the greatest basketball player of all time. From longevity.
Michael Jordan has said that way more than LeBron. Michael Jordan is way...
When he gets challenged on it, he said it.
But he's good. He can back it up.
He can back it up, right?
But he is...
6 straight. And he played when the league was different.
What did he do without Phil and Scotty if you start going down that slippery slope?
Sure.
Nama, as my Baba would say.
And he dragged Lambier up and down the court. Like, the game was different.
Old man Lambier.
Old man Billy Lambier, right?
Didn't he wear the Jacques Plante mask for a while there?
I think he might have, yeah. But the game was different, right? And you don't ever while you're playing declare yourself the greatest of all time.
I need to hear this clip from LeBron. I've never heard him say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even even Tom Brady's doesn't go running around saying I'm the greatest of all time. He's had a heck of a
just
career.
sits there with his
Yeah, he
rings.
just goes, let me count some things on my fingers and see where this all works out.
Okay, but and this is where Arash shot me down. I said, what is the equivalent of this in hockey? What LeBron's doing? In a roundabout way, although these two guys have only played with the same team their whole careers, I feel that with 2 years left, or maybe a year, because LeBron could be done after this year, although he signed 2, it would be like Ovechkin saying, I want to go to Florida. I'm going to take the minimum. I want to go win. Or Sid. And Arash said, well, it's not the same. I said, no, it's not all going to be the same.
It's not going to line up parallel, but...
I'm thinking that's what it is. It's kind of like Sid and Ovi saying, I want to go win another championship. I'm going to go here. Like Ovi was a free agent this year, wasn't he?
He was?
Yep.
Yeah. Somebody could have signed him to an offer sheet. Nobody was
Might have
going
been
to
a
do it.
respect thing.
Yeah. Nobody was going to do it. Nobody do that to Pittsburgh either. Because they can make him an offer sheet. He doesn't sign it.
What's his name in Pittsburgh, though? Some of you, I want to stick it to him. What's his name? The young guy.
Dubas. If Kyle Dubas did that, the rest of the league would run him out. Yeah. Well, here's a good example. Dylan Larkin, I want to be traded. And here's where I want to go. Well, guess what, Dylan? They're not that excited about you. Right? They're throwing...
that backfired.
Yeah.
That really backfired.
They're throwing back a skate sharpener and a bag of pucks. This deal doesn't work for us.
That's the
Right?
guy or the guy or the girl that leaves their relationship because the grass is... No, I got options.
They're not that good.
No, you don't. That was
good.
That was the liquor talking. Those options ain't there.
Yeah. Yeah, you be careful how good you think you are or how important you think you are as to where you're going to be and how you're going to fit into that system. Hockey's a game with a different system. Baseball's a game with a different need, right? Football's a game with a completely different system. You can be a star on one team. Quarterback doesn't throw that pass that you like to catch or that you're always open on the fly or the post or the stop and go or whatever you want to call it, and he doesn't throw that pass. All of a sudden, you're not catching the balls you were before, right? So it's a different game.
I'm trying to look up, maybe Colson, you can find this better. The highest paid NBA players, like average year salary.
Oh, some of them are in the 40s, aren't they?
Up there, yeah.
Top annual salaries. Steph Curry. This can't be right.
What do you got?
62.5
Yeah, that's right.
for a year?
Yep.
Where have I been?
That's about $700,000 a game.
Clyde Drexler still playing in the league? I haven't been paying attention, obviously.
Where's Julius? I need to find Julius.
What year was Jordan's last year with the Bulls? Was it...
Well, you're not talking Wizards?
No, not Wizards. Bulls. Last championship year. That was 93?
No, it's later than that.
96, was it?
I think it's later than that.
Because I think he made 60 plus mil in 96, but that was 1 year. Let's go get another three-peat.
Utah Jazz, 98.
Did he play with the Jazz?
No, against.
That's who he beat. But
Good golf in
remember
Utah.
with the
He might have
Jazz.
liked-
I missed.
Jordan just knocked into the mailman. That's
oh, that would have been great. But yeah, Curry 62 and a half. Then Jokic.
Oh, and hold on. LeBron's going for $4 million a year.
That is the veteran minimum, so he literally can't take less.
That's what I was just. Is that
Yeah.
the veteran minimum?
Yeah. So for,
I love that.
for
move.
both
I
both
love
years,
it.
he's taken the minimum. He's trying to get as much as he can out of this team. Starting lineup would be you got Embiid at center.
Has injury problems.
Injury problems, but when he plays, he is dominant. I think he's like top 5 points per game all time. Jaylen Brown, who again from the Celtics, who won Finals MVP when they won their championship. VJ Edcomer.
Never heard of him.
He was rookie last year.
I think he drove me home on Saturday. I don't know who that is.
He was a rookie last year. Really played really well. Probably gonna have a great sophomore year too. And
He's a
then
rookie?
he was a rookie last year.
Nobody has
Okay.
a great
Okay, keep going. So,
Fair
so
enough.
that's 3 guys?
That's 4. Well,
Okay.
you got LeBron, so that's 4.
Yeah.
And then Tyrese Maxey, who I honestly don't know a lot about, but I know he plays really
I know
well.
that name.
Yeah, I know he plays really well.
See, they're
guys are way ahead of
but
me.
they got some injury thing there because LeBron's older, Embiid injury problems. Mm-hmm. What's the NHL Veteran League minimum for
$975,
a year?
isn't it?
Is it that low? NHL veteran minimum league salary $770 for 2025-26, which will increase to $850.
Yeah, $975 is your rookie contract. That's the minimum they can pay it.
Hypothetically, OV could have went like, I'm going to Florida
For $875.
for $8. Yeah. Oh, I would have loved it. Go chase it. Go win. Loyalty, schmoyalty.
No. He's been very loyal to that owner.
That's why,
They've been very good to each other.
Leona should say, that's still the guy in Washington,
It
right?
is, yeah.
He should be okay to be like, I'll even throw you a couple $100,000 just for being awesome. You go and win, son. But he's not a young guy anymore.
He'd never want him in another jersey coming into his ring.
Oh, you got to get up beyond that then. Think about the man. Think about the... And your legacy, too. You'll always be like, he was the guy that let OV go and make another run somewhere.
I'm just waiting for
the way Boston did with
waiting for a
Marchand.
text to come in insulting us both.
From Ross?
Yeah.
No, come on. It's a good conversation piece.
It's a good conversation.
Maybe there's Sid and Ovi are the ones that jump to mind. Brady going to Tampa because he got dogged in New England. He needed, and I'm a Patriots fan, don't get me wrong.
In Ottawa, I mean.
Tom Brady.
Oh, Tom Brady. Okay.
Brady for the Red Blacks. He'd put some butts in the seats. Randy from Holly Pond, Alabama. I think he's in Alabama.
Okay.
I don't get the question, though. Better high school player, Barney or Sharky?
At what?
All around.
You were a better football player. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I don't know.
You played better hockey at that age than I did.
And I actually thought I was an underrated. My buddy Tran, who may be listening, I was an underrated high school basketball player. I wasn't very good, but I was a dog in the paint, like elbow, like just awful stuff.
I didn't like the game.
Yeah. All I wanted to do was warm up in Brit. I even said that to the coach. I said, hey, I don't even want to play this year.
Just want to warm up.
Because I was playing hockey and they let me play football, like AAA midget, I couldn't play basketball. And I said, can you just let me warm up in Brit one game? And he said, are you out of your mind? But if I ever talk to him, I'd be like, hey, that was a fair question from a grade 12 student to have the stones.
I just want to have I just want to be in the warm up.
I just want the music and the packed gym and just go and do a layup or two.
Yeah. And I'll go get changed. Come sit on the end of the bench.
I'll sit on the bench. I'll fill up water.
Good for you.
SportsCage. We're getting long in the tooth here. We'll go to break. We'll be right back. Riders back practicing today in preparation for Edmonton. Sam Emelis, Zach Fry, Morgan Runge, and AJ Ouellette did not participate in practice today. BC Lions have signed American defensive lineman Lorenzo Malden. Sources have told 3 Down Nation their 33-year-old signed a one-day contract with Ottawa in March, but now he wants to play again. Red Sox, Energy City Cactus Rats today. Colson, you said that is postponed?
Yep, they're playing a doubleheader tomorrow in Red Deer.
Double dip in Red Deer tomorrow. Berries are hosting Medicine Hat and Stooner, and Moose Jaws at Swift Current. National 18 Women's Tackle Football Championships wrapped up today at Leibel Field. Saskia had a double dip. We'll get the updates on that. And Washington Nationals hosting the Toronto Blue Jays this evening. SportsCage.com poll. Go and vote on this. SportsCage.com. Has the CFL replay video review made the game better or worse? Vote at sportscage.com. Okay, hour 2 coming up. Arash Madani. We're going to get into the... let's let him shoot down our hockey players that kind of are parallel to what LeBron's doing. And I know it's not perfect, but I want to... some people are texting in as well on it. Paws and tails. Good handle. There's no loyalty in sports anymore.
I disagree.
Yeah, there is, but I don't think there has to be.
No.
I think if you put in all those years and you want to run it with someone else for a championship.
One more time. Yeah.
Like, and as an owner or a manager or as a coach, you got to let that person go.
And
if you love them, you let them go.
if they come back, they were yours.
Thought
Thought they never were.
Oh, jeez.
There's no loyalty, but the game has changed. It's about dollars and cents. It was never about that. Well, at least not for the players. It was never about that. They were just looking forward to playing and being in a spot to win. Now it's about money for everybody, and everybody knows where everybody's dollars are.
We got a wrap. Sharky's got bison jerky. He thinks I'm going to try it. 2 hours left of the show. We'll be back after the news. Hour 2 of the show on this Wednesday for Saskatchewan Lotteries. The Riders scratch tickets still out there while they last. And still a $75,000 prize up for grabs. Visit your Lotto Spot retailer. Lots of prizes to be won there. Sharky is here on a Tuesday because he's going on holidays. He's going to make weird food. Is it? You can't hunt anything right now, can you? You can fish.
Yeah, fish. Yeah.
You're here for Flooring Superstore. Trent Dickin and his team experienced anything flooring. Go in there, say, Sharky sent me from SportsCage. I'm going to try and do it myself, and if I screw it up, I'm going to call you to come and help me. A lot of people do that. That's what I would do. We are getting some good text messages in here. I'll read a couple of them, and we'll get into Arash. Another one, there's no loyalty in sports. Okay. Bulls fan from down in the States as well. Run me my money. I think he's saying show me.
Show me, yeah.
It's okay. I'm only here so I don't get fined. Super teams are going to kill sports, says Robin, 2944. Then Bulls fan came back. Disagree. You need super teams in order to prevent front offices from drafting players who aren't fit for the current scheme. Paws and Tails loses me. Bring back the conquistadors. I feel like I should know that.
Who are the conquistadors?
Well, it was like some thing from Mexico way back when. But I think there's some sort of sport tie in there. Okay, well, we'll figure that out. Let's get to the bottom of it. All right. In the meantime...
Who are the conquistadors?
In the meantime, let's bring in Arash Madani.
And in between time...
It's time to go coast to coast with Arash Madani for Smart Investing Solutions. Be smart with your money. Call Brian Gawley at Smart Investing Solutions, 546-2533.
I explained to the people listening, and Sharky and Colson, how I messaged you on the weekend, and you shot me down, being like, no, that's not the same.
Quickly.
I'm trying to find a comparable to what LeBron did in a hockey world. Now, I know, he's gone for a few different teams, but he's an older gentleman, maybe 1 year, maybe 2 left. He wants to win again. So he's taking the minimum to go have a shot at winning. Where I think it would be like Sid or Ovi saying, I want to win one more time, I'm going to go. Sharky says that'll never happen, and I think a lot of people texting here, like Trevor, saying they're never going to play on another team. And then Sharky was saying that Ted Leonis in Washington would never let it happen. And I think if it's anything, I would think he would totally let it happen. He'd be like, Ovi, you've been a great soldier for us. You've done everything. You're going to retire. We're going to retire your jersey. Come back anytime. Go and win one more, buddy.
So I'll tell you this story. I agree with Sharky. I don't see Ted allowing that. That's just not going to happen. He is one of the most private, unavailable for public consumption owners when it comes to a media standpoint in pro sports. But I was fortunate enough to work. I was the ringside reporter on a Sunday in Washington, D.C., the night Ovi scored his 500th. And he scored it in the first period, and we interviewed him at the first intermission. And during either the second or the third period, coming out of a break, I was in the owner's suite, in the owner's box, and the way that guy talked about Alexander Ovechkin, I left that box saying, man, I've never heard an owner talk about a player that way. Like that, it was different because of what Ovechkin meant to the whole thing. I get there's no loyalty in sports. Whoever the texter was who said that, yes, water is wet. there's no loyalty in sports. But this is a different dynamic with Ted and with Ovechkin.
That's a great way to put it, because that's what I've heard before. It's not the owner-player relationship you hear with others. This is much more. He recognizes what Ovi's done for the franchise, and subsequently for the pocketbook of Mr. Leonis as well.
Yeah, and maybe what he's going to do.
Yeah,
too, in the aftermath.
Then let him go.
Listen, you heartless boob, stay over there. Yeah,
I think I have more heart.
No,
because I want both people to be happy.
Okay.
He's going to come back. You're letting him go for like 6 months. Go win a championship. Same with Sid.
Okay, the Sid thing's interesting. And look, there may not be an athlete in North American pro team sports, especially a star player, that we know less about.
Yeah, exactly.
What do we know about Sidney Crosby? He's from Cole Harbour. Shout out Nova Scotia. He's in Tim Hortons ads. We know his father's name is Troy. We know he likes to win. We know as a rookie he lived in Mario's basement. And that might be it.
He shot pucks into a dryer.
Yeah.
Or washing machine.
That dryer, by the way, is now in the Nova Scotia Sports Hall of Fame. Like, it's an artifact in my home province.
That's cool.
So where I'm going with this is we know nothing about him. Now, if we said to Sid, hey man, after all this, would you like to be moved to Florida?
Colorado.
We don't know anything.
Calgary. Just kidding.
I actually think the answer is no.
I do too. He's signed the same contract every year for years. 8.7.
Like,
contract is 8.7 million.
Man.
Yeah.
He sits in the same locker stall. He wears the same ball cap for the whole season. He has the same shoulder pads. He was tutored under the spell of Super Mario. I don't know.
Who's a hockey player that chased money instead of championships?
Who's the guy that ended up in Dallas?
I would say Mark Messier.
I would say Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah. I could go with a little bit of Wayner. With St. Louis, though, they had a really good team and a chance to win. So that one. The Los Angeles
his departure from Edmonton was about money.
Well,
and he almost ended up in Detroit.
Because Pocklington didn't want to pay it.
Right.
Pocklington didn't see the value in paying the greatest hockey player in the world at that time the most money.
And honestly, Barney, most guys who sign on July 1st with another team are just signing for the money.
Oh, you just described a lot of them as greedy buggers. Yes.
No, but I mean, that's what, like, remember, guys, this is not sports anymore. This is an entertainment enterprise that is major business. So at any time in your backyard, in pro football with non-guaranteed contracts, at any time, a franchise will cut a player and just say, hey, they just shrug and say that's just business.
Football's a different
because
animal.
of the non-guaranteed contracts.
Football, you got to really look out for yourself from now until it's over.
Because it's one snap away at any time.
Hockey, at least, it's like, what are you going to do? I mean, I guess a one-way deal.
Unless you're on a two-way deal.
But if you're good, you ain't signing a two-way.
Yeah.
Right.
You're on a one-way. You're like, whatever. I'm just going to get drunk and fat and don't play me. It doesn't matter.
There's a couple of Russians that have done that over time.
I know.
Yeah.
And
one of them's the most prolific goal scorer of all time, and it's still second. He doesn't skate, he just snipes.
Alexei Yashin comes to mind.
Brett Hull chased a cup. Loved it. That was
Yep.
I'm trying to think.
Brady Tkachuk is chasing a cup, man. He just left Ottawa for Florida.
Martin Hossa did.
Because he got a bum steer. But didn't he get traded the 1 year and the team that he
got traded from won the cup?
Yeah.
To play the team he got traded to.
Yeah.
That was Pittsburgh, Chicago, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Or Pittsburgh, Detroit.
But when when Messier went to the Canucks, I can't remember totally.
$6
Were
million.
they that good?
No.
Like, was he chasing a cup there? Or is he chasing? Because Canucks fans, from what I understand, hate the man because what he did. He came in and he wasn't well liked there, and he looked bad in that gear with that bad helmet of his.
What?
That was a weird. And then he went back. And then he went back to New York because he seems like a glitz and glamour, cuddle with Madonna kind of guy. He just like New York. Did Gretzky?
You met him. You've met Messier, haven't you? Was he?
Oh yeah.
Cuddle Madonna kind of guy?
When
wants
I
to be
think
the
of
guy.
Mark Messier, cuddle doesn't come to mind.
No, that's what I thought.
No. But businessman does come to mind. Manhattan, New York City does come to mind. And yeah, Madonna comes to mind because, we knew what we knew.
Corey Perry tries.
He just wants to play.
And win.
But he just wants to play.
NFL can pay big money because of advertising, paws and tails. Yeah. Well, it's the biggest thing in the world. Top TV show in the globe. Iginla tried. Bork. Someone texted in that they didn't like what Bork did. I love what Bork did.
Yeah.
And I think Ray Bork is an absolute legend. Someone said Cam Neely's more of a legend than Bork because he left and went and won a cup.
Cam Neely was beat up.
Here's the thing, man. Like, okay, so you change teams and you go championship hunting, cup hunting, trophy hunting, whatever. You still got to go do it.
Yeah.
Like, just because, right? Just because you put some teams together doesn't mean these super teams always win. Matter of fact, some of them blow up in your face. Look, Barney's Blue Jays were a game away. What a game! They were a pitch away.
Yep.
From winning the World Series. They were a toenail away from winning the World Series. They then went out and signed the most expensive pitcher, the most expensive free agent signing in team history, the most expensive pitcher in this free agent class, and added a reliever, and it blew up in their face. So just because you're putting a bunch of things together, the amazing part about sports, let's remember, is that it's not done on a spreadsheet. You got to go out and do it.
Did anyone ever do a little mini series or I don't even know if a 3-minute pack would do it justice on the padding at the bottom of the wall? Did they keep it the same or did they change it?
I don't know, but one day it will be done.
It will be discovered.
If I ever go to the Skydome, whatever it's called, I don't even want to go to a Blue Jay game. I don't care. I just want to go out there where it happened and take a picture there. I think that is one of the most. Every time I see it, I'm just appalled that happened at that point of the game.
To be made that the roster is better this year than last, or at least the same.
If it was healthy.
49 and 58. They're in dead last in the AL East. They're about to sell the whole thing, blow the whole thing up.
And I think that's a mistake.
But the ball,
back in the padding.
How many times would you have to hit a ball off a tee, off a machine, off a human being's arm for that to happen?
Yeah.
It'd be hard to go 4 feet away and throw it to there.
Yeah.
Or Ernie Clement launches one and Angel Paez just comes, knocks over Kike Hernandez and makes the catch. Or a line drive right at Max Muncy. Or Isaiah Kiner-Falefa nailed at the plate. Initially called safe. They reviewed it. They call him out literally by a toenail.
This is all bringing up sad memories for all of us.
We move on.
Blue Jays fans. Okay, let's go to the CFL.
Right. Yeah.
Let's go to the CFL. Hey, we've talked about it. Quarterbacks, man. Who's the best? Who do you got next up? Because that could be the best team in the league.
Yeah. And I've been thinking a lot about this. I don't think there's such a thing as a backup quarterback anymore. It's just impossible to find quarterbacks. So what's the play if you're a GM in the CFL now? Is it to just invest as much as you can on offensive linemen to just try and keep your quarterback healthy? Like a better offensive line had nothing to do with the Chad Kelly injury.
Nope.
Maybe
Nathan Rourke
had something to do with Rourke, maybe on Bo. Man, but it's football. And, training camps have opened south of the border. There are not 32 quarterbacks good enough to start in that league, let alone 64, let alone 96. So what's left to come up here, to say nothing of practice rosters?
I think there should be more on practice rosters. They got to go find more bodies.
I think you are the smart gentleman that's brought it up before. The other thing, it's going to get worse because what they're paying these kids in college,
in the Nile. Yeah.
It's just like, I'm good. I'm just going to pack it in here. Like,
I'm with you. It's. So what do you do? I really hope, and this is not a criticism of anybody, like I actually think this is the hot button issue topic that the league, the teams, and when I mean teams, I mean presidents, owners, GMs, league officials, their broadcast partners, anybody's like, guys, if we're going to have a professional football league, we're going to need a pipeline of real quarterbacks here. That's been our calling card. What makes the CFL great? It's spread offenses, it's throwing the ball, et cetera, et cetera. We need to make sure we have enough. We need to make sure we have some moving forward. And of quality, that is. Because you just look around and like, doesn't it just the situation until Rourke comes back feel hopeless in BC?
It does. Yeah.
Doesn't the situation in Hamilton?
Yeah.
Like it feels like the Tiger Cat season is just done.
And they got those two guys behind him have played.
And Hamilton was right
just
there.
Not well.
Yeah. Hamilton's right there against Montreal, which is the other thing. It's like
the game was over. I get it. Well, it's pretty well over. But the pick that Trey Ford threw at the end of the night in Montreal was just so like the decision. Like Trey's a smart guy. What are you doing? But just it's the hardest position. It's the hardest thing to do. I guess you still had a chance to win that thing. But I
thought for sure they had a chance. They had 2 minutes, man. Nickel and dime that thing down the field. You can get 6 points, and then hopefully you kick it through.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about kickers yet. Yeah, we'll get off that.
I wanted to ask, did you feel that hit on Chad Kelly was a dirty one?
No.
Really?
I really didn't. And I really think, and I think this is important. I believe this is important, not that I think it's important. The track record of the veteran player, to me, has to weigh in here. Because Sankey has played a long time in the CFL. He's played for a bunch of teams in the CFL. And Chad made himself a runner. If that, like once you tuck it down and start to go, especially right up the middle, he's tripped from behind too. Like it was a hook slide and he was clipped from behind. Are we talking about the same thing if that's a running back? Because that's essentially what Chad made himself. And at the same time, it's 3 guys sandwiching him. It's not a dirty play. It's a horrible result, in large part because he's trying to hook slide while he's getting clipped from behind and his body moves awkwardly. So I think when you add all of that up, to me, it's not a dirty play. I thought it was important that the player didn't get ejected. And I do not believe that that's worthy of any kind of suspension based on how that play unfolded And I think you take a look at the track record of the player involved and you say, there's nothing in the file. He's been around a long time.
He has. Yeah. Okay.
Jeffrey is saying Chad Kelly, the worst haircut in sports.
It doesn't affect the concussion, though. But
he's never seen Mark Davis.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's a bad bowl.
And then Jeffrey wants to sit down with you and with some tissues and chat about Calgary or whatever. And I'll reply back, the only way Arash is there is if James Hamilton is at the same table.
Yeah.
So everyone that knows and gets what's going on there. Okay. QBs that are healthy. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
With the guys that are left, where do we go?
I mean, the guy, Davis Alexander is the real deal. Just keep him healthy. Like, decision-making, strong, receiving core on point, ability to move out of the pocket and improvise, check, and is able to run and create plays with his feet. To me, right now, Montreal's the best team in the league. Ahead of Sask, ahead of Edmonton. They just have a lot going on. Alexander's a big part of this, but so's their defense. Noel Thorpe, again, that defense just continues to do what it has to do. They're just the team I don't want to play.
Tell me why Cody Fajardo is could be, if he continues, in their consideration at the end of the year.
Yeah, he's
slinging it.
To me, Alexander and Cody are 1 and 2. It's not quite 1 and 1A, but it very well has the potential to be. But I look at Edmonton, and this is no slight on Cody. Cody's got weapons. Like, he and Austin Mack won a Grey Cup together in Montreal. They have a really good thing going. When they won that championship, that night, Austin Mack was the best player on the field. In addition to that, Cody's got the best offensive weapon in the league with Justin Rankin, just because of the versatility. I still think Tyson Philpott's the most explosive, the most dynamic, etc. Mm-hmm. You can run it with him. You have him in the screen game, etc. It's not just quarterback play. Obviously, it helps. But the offensive personnel on both of those teams is just top shelf.
I agree with you 100%. Do you think Alexander's hamstring is going to hold up? We've already seen him reach back a couple times this year, right? And that's an injury that could take 6-8 weeks, right? That's an injury that, if it tears right off, that's bad.
And that's the question, Sharky.
Yeah.
You know?
Because he's already been reaching, man. So they're taping it. They're doing everything they can.
And there's no window to rest them.
No.
But if it didn't heal properly, I've torn my hamstrings.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
Do you know when the window to rest him is? After halftime this week against Ottawa.
If you're smart.
Or don't even play him.
Yeah. Let McLeod Bethel Thompson take
Yeah, let the law firm go.
No, is he... Is McLeod he's in Ottawa.
Midnight move Terry.
Yeah.
Terry Wilson.
McLeod's
in Ottawa. Yeah.
I don't know why your boy Terry is just, you're so enamored with him, Barney, but I respect it.
He just leaves.
Where'd he go?
Where's Terry?
Gone.
I woke up this morning, all the stuff was gone. He's out. Greyhound ticket out of town. Okay, can I? What, you want to go?
Yeah.
Okay, go.
I'm going to go to the NFL.
No. Before we go to NFL.
Okay.
Sorry, okay. Let's incorporate Sports Select and Sprinkle of the Day.
Okay.
Right now. We're going to go to futures at sportselect.com. Okay. We're going to pull it up, and I'm going to ask Arash, right now where we stand, who are you taking? Grey Cup winner. Colson will bring it up on the screen. And for people in Radio Land, we'll read it to you. Grey Cup winner right now, odds at sportselect.com, which you can go and bet on these. Generate a QR code, go to your loudest spot retailer. Montreal Alouettes, 280. Then the Saskatchewan Rough Riders at 4. Followed by the team that just beat the Rough Riders, the Edmonton Elk, or Elks, for 50. Then the Calgary Stampeders at 5:50. That's aggressive. Toronto Argonauts at 8. Bombers at 10. BC Lions 16. Hamilton 34. Ottawa Red Blacks. They're below the University of Regina Rams.
So, because I'm a sicko, I look at that board and I'm taking the BC Lions.
Wow.
Not because I think they're going to win the Grey Cup, but because you're not going to get better value on BC than 16-1. What was BC's number 2 weeks ago? Probably 6 or 7. And because the Ticats and Red Blacks are just abysmal, BC is going to make the playoffs when Rourke eventually comes back. It might be in a crossover. It might not. They might actually be better in a crossover situation, having to go to Toronto.
Yeah, exactly.
You make some sense here, my boy.
Yeah. So for like $10, I can walk away with 160. I mean, look, it's a gauntlet with the Owls, the Riders, the Elks, the Stampeders, etc., and you're not getting even close to as much value. Are the other teams better right now? Yes, but I don't see how BC doesn't get in. And once you're in at 16-1, when only 6 teams are in the tournament, it's pretty good. It's pretty good value.
Is there any chance Bo Levi comes back?
I doubt it.
Yeah, we haven't heard much on that.
No.
Was there ligament damage or was it just a break?
It's just a break.
I think it was. Yeah.
It's over.
But at that point, to Arash's point, that crossover is gonna get kinky.
Look at you.
You know.
Let's watch that for a couple weeks. See if that goes down.
Yeah, maybe screenshot it or yeah.
Write that down, Cole.
Sportselect.com. Make your picks online. Generate a QR code. Every bet is 100% legal. Must be 18 plus to play. Play responsibly. Okay, now you can go to the NFL, sir.
Well, started training camps. Everything opens up again, right? Obviously, Tyreek Hill is not going to be anywhere near a training camp. His leg's fallen off. He's going to play with a stump. What do we... everybody's got the Rams first out of the gate. What's the team that you think we should maybe sprinkle on that is a long shot? Do we have Sports Select for NFL?
Oh, I want to guess. I want to guess what's going through this guy's brain right now.
It's not the Minnesota Vikings.
I don't know where he's going to go.
It's not the Rams, but it's the team they share the stadium with.
Ooh, the Chargers.
I think an intriguing team to watch this year, the Los Angeles Chargers. Like, think about every team being talked about right now. And the last I checked, Justin Herbert's still there. And I get there's been no real playoff success over there. I mean, you have one team to beat in that division, and that's Denver. And that's tough sledding, no question. But in the entire AFC kind of picture, Barney's Patriots, to me, have gone from, the easiest schedule in the NFL to one of the hardest. You go through each division by division. It's up for grabs. It's a new coach in Baltimore. I don't know, like a college coach has come over to run the Ravens, and Lamar Jackson. Cincy, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, they don't scare me. The AFC South with Tennessee, Indianapolis, maybe Jacksonville. I just see some value over there with the Chargers right now. Really process of elimination and Justin Herbert.
So all 3 teams in the AFC West 3 teams in the AFC West are going to be in the playoffs, is what you're saying.
I will push back and say 2. To me, there is not a more reputation team. It's one of my favorite expressions in sports than Kansas City. Kansas City has gotten old fast. Kansas City got to the Super Bowl against Philadelphia. They got shelled, they got beaten up, and they haven't been the same. And Travis Kelce's holding on to the ghosts of the past. The defense isn't anywhere near as good as it once was. Chris Jones is long in the tooth. The offensive line is suspect. And Patrick Mahomes is, I get he's been cleared, but he's 8 months removed from ACL surgery.
Yeah. Okay. No, Here, you want to know where I feel there's some value? It's to win the AFC, and I'm not gonna go with my heart here and my Patriots flag and jerseys and shoes and swim trunks. Houston Texans.
Yeah.
Not bad.
10-1 to win the AFC. You know that the Denver Broncos are $9.50? Like that.
Are they really?
Yeah. There's some value there.
Yep.
Absolute dogfight, right? But they were good last. And
What about the NFC? What do we got over there?
dogfight in the West, man. In the West. NFC division winner, Los Angeles Rams. Oh, no, it's just the West. But it's probably going to be the exact same.
That's a championship.
Oh, there we
NFC
go.
championship.
Rams, Seahawks, Eagles, Detroit, Niners, Packers.
Like, to me, the Eagles are still the Eagles. I get A.J. Brown's out of the building, but maybe that could be addition by subtraction, just to have the hassle away. Again, I'm all about value, as I've made very clear in this segment. The Chicago Bears at 13-1 are just intriguing. You have Caleb Williams. You have a really good receiving core. You just went and won a playoff game last year. Like, you're knocking on the door. Scroll down a little bit more. You know what's amazing, guys? 2 years ago, the Washington Commanders were in the NFC Championship game.
Yeah.
And now there's 16 teams in the NFC, and they're 26-1 to come out of it. And when you're below the Minnesota Vikings to get out of the NFC, that's when you're in real trouble.
Well, they're above the Cardinals. They're above Arizona. So
over under 6.5 wins for the Vikings this year.
That's it,
Over.
You're taking over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're better than that.
I don't know. All right. This is great. Let's do it again on Thursday.
All right, boys. Sounds great.
See you later.
Have a good day.
There it is. Arash Madani, coast to coast style. For Brian Gawley, smart investing solutions. Be smart with your money. Call Brian Gawley. Go to break. We'll be right back. It's a Sports Cage on 620 CKRM. Okay, I'm gonna hand it off to the my clutch performers was everyone that is setting up at the X in this heat.
Yeah.
Everything. I've been driving by there, dropping people off at the cooperators.
Warm.
That's hot.
That's hot.
Even the people that are like sitting there to wave in traffic.
Yeah.
Poor guy yesterday is just like, man, get this guy.
He didn't care.
Get him a kiddie pool. Sit in.
It's one of those, what do they call misters? He needs a mister.
Yeah, he does. Okay, go ahead.
Colson, you go first, brother.
No, you go, Sharky.
Okay. Canadian Men's Amateur Golf Championship going on in Calgary at Heritage Point in the Phil Mickelson course. Top Saskatchewan guys, Connor Sisson sits 28th. He's -3 on the tournament. He's even today. Top Regina guys, Jorgen Viken is +3. Luke Cote's +3. Mitchell Matichuk's +4. Drejan Sparvier is +4. And Austin Nesbitt is +7.
I heard that thing is very difficult.
It is. The leader is Thomas Grenier of Thetford Mines, Quebec. He is -8.
Oh!
Yeah, after 2 rounds.
Yeah, I heard it's long, and the greens are like hard.
And fast.
Yeah.
Like lightning fast.
So that Genier or Grenier is good.
Yeah, he's a good golfer. So, yeah, Saskatchewan guys having a tough go. Sissons is the top Saskatchewan guy at the men's amateur.
Okay, I'm going to give a warning with mine. If you have issues with water, don't watch the stream. So this 16-year-old lifeguard at the Santa Cruz States Park, if you're watching the stream, you can see the video here. He's got a 10-year-old boy who was just getting pounded by the waves. Got his hands wrapped around him. They get wrapped up in a big wave right here. But in a few seconds after the wave, you see a bunch of other guys run into the water and grab him. But yeah, got the kid out of the water. It's going viral on social media. So I figured that deserves a clutch performer.
Wow.
Some people tried to reach out to him and is wanting to give him like medals and stuff like that. And literally the kid goes, "This is my job. I'm just doing my job. Like, I appreciate it, but this is just doing what I love." So
yike.
Yeah, to Ryder, I believe his name is. Good on you. I've done some lifeguarding stuff. I will not be doing anything like that in the ocean.
Bystander came and helped, which we'd all do
lifeguard, whatever. Yeah.
We'd all do it. they're almost on the beach, but it's shore break waves.
Yeah.
And anyone that's ever experienced waves, like you just don't win.
No.
Like you think,
you can't.
Water is so fun. It's like a current.
Yeah.
It's like, so powerful.
Got a lot of power.
It's like Cabo.
Cabo's terrible for waves.
We were at Cabo, and my nephew and these two guys that he met with, they must have been in their in their teens at that point. They went in and like saved this older gentleman who was there with this girl that could have been his daughter, but so you ever connect the dots out there. But he was like trying to go out and be a stud in the water, and he wouldn't have made it if it wasn't for them. That is so scary. The guy, the bystander though, should have grabbed. He tried to grab them both.
Yeah.
Tough play. Grab one. Grab the kid.
Got him.
The lifeguard's going to be okay.
Yeah.
But grab the kid and try and get him out.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm critiquing that. I'm doing a Glen Suitor here. Luke Mullender. So what he should have done when he's saving the kid's life
with the
grabbed
bison
the kid. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'll shut up now.
Yeah.
I'm going to read the tag though. Kellen Solar. Lumsden, Saskatchewan. Livestock operation. Be like Jeff from Valmarie, who's got a livestock operation.
You got some solar?
Went up and saw them at Ag in Motion, said, whoa, I need these troughs and this
running my
solar power.
Running the water and everything?
Yeah, running. What am I doing? Where have you guys been? They're in Lumsden. They're a family-run business. You can find them online. Kellen Solar, anything solar. Okay, NASCAR.
All right.
The SportsCage NASCAR Report, where rubbin' is racing, is brought to you by Croft Electric. Almost 29 years of trusted, reliable home, farm, and commercial service for all electrical needs. CroftElectric.com and all socials.
Here's actor Jensen Ackles.
Ooh, a new one.
Oh, here we go! Drivers, start your engine!
From the action adventure films.
All right, nice.
Who was
nice.
that guy?
I don't know. It wasn't Doss or Matthew McConaughey. That's all I know.
Jensen Ackles, another actor, is in the TV show Supernatural, if you know that one.
No.
No, that didn't help either of us.
All right.
We just look old at the moment.
Does it run after Family Ties?
Hey, 2311 race team captured their 7th win of the season, but it wasn't Reddick and it wasn't Bubba Wallace. It was Corey Heim who won his 2nd of the season. Heim is a development driver, and as such has no points are given to him as he's supposed to be learning at this level. Heim has started 8 races so far this year and won 2 of them. He's well past learning and moving up to next year to full-time. If he had been racing and kept track of points, he'd be in 7th. He'd be in 7th place.
That's crazy.
He's a rookie?
Right. He's not even a rookie. He's like Junior Juice. He gets to come every now and then and race. Right? His 2 wins put him 6th in the win column this season. Amazing for this young driver. To boot, he's won at 2 different tracks, the Speedway of Indianapolis and the road course at Coronado Air Force Base in San Diego. He has 4 races yet to start this season by the schedule. Daytona, August 29th, Darlington, September 6th, Charlotte on 11th, and the final race of the year at Homestead in Miami. The rest of Indianapolis was a who cares when a rookie wins a race. Standings with 4 regular seasons left. Hamlin is still number 1 with an 84-point lead on Reddick. Hocevar has moved up 2 to 5th, and Logano has moved up 2 to 13th. Austin Cindric holds the final spot with a 38-point lead on Ryan Preece. But if you're looking for a long shot to challenge for a race lead and a win for the drivers, battling a playoff spot. Next week, we travel to Iowa for the Corn 350 in Newton, Iowa. Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Again, look for those guys on the bubble to try to win before the end of the season. There you go, Crofty. That's your race report this week.
CroftElectric.com. Electrical, sign up for the preferred program. Generators as well. They got everything you need. Follow them on the socials or give them a call. Croft Electric.
He had the generator at the
he did.
At the tailgate party.
Very smart.
So he could run the slushy machine.
Very smart.
That was so good.
And he's still in talks of getting a TV out there of some sort?
That's still in the works.
CroftElectric.com. Okay. Okay, here we go. Trivia time.
Okay.
You have to call. If you haven't won anything on 620 CKRM in the last 30 days, you're eligible.
That's me.
But you have to call.
Okay, I'll call.
Text don't Okay? We've established that. It's for PumpJacks Cathedral, which 13th and Albert, a nice place for a pint or a quick bite before a game, after a game, live music on the weekends, kids allowed until 8. PumpJacks Cathedral. You will not be disappointed.
And the chicken tenders. Have the chicken tenders. They're awesome.
The chickens, chicken tenders
good.
And Kerwin's crispy ribs.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the trivia question. I'm curious if you get it.
I don't even know this one.
I don't know if Rob Vanstone would get it,
Oh,
too.
it's not Vanstone. I'm not going to
get it. Playing for $100 at PumpJacks Cathedral. I'm going to give it to you, and then we're going to take the caller. If you haven't won anything, call. Colson's going to grab it during the break. What is... This one's actually kind of easy to search up, but what is the highest regular season game attendance ever in the CFL? When and where was it? 936-6262. Toll free 1-866-767-0620. Highest attendance CFL regular season game all time. When and where? Call. We'll get back with you after the break. It's PumpJack Cathedral Trivia.
All right.
You're thinking hard.
I am.
You're thinking hard.
You can smell the hamster running.
Go to break, Colson. All right. Yeah. Love PumpJacks. Don't you want to go for a pint?
That's why when you started talking, I had to have my pemmican jerky.
PumpJacks Trivia, $100 today. The question. So what are you thinking? Highest regular season attendance, CFL all time. What was it, when, and where?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
I got it down to 3 stadiums.
I know, but Sharky's thinking
it's either the Big O, and I don't know what game. It's Commonwealth, because that's the only other place that's got big numbers, or it's when the Riders expanded for the 95 Grey Cup and they played the Sacramento Gold Mine.
Let's go out. John from Creelman is with us and ready to play. All right, John. I'll read the question, and then you're going to have, 10 seconds-ish. Oh, we lost him.
John?
Oh, he might have hung up.
He might have
been like, I don't have
that.
I thought it was a hockey question.
Do we have another caller?
We had a bunch of callers, and then they got... So here, the lines are open again. Oh, but he might not want to chat. He might not want to go with it. Yeah. I like your thinking, in a way.
Yeah. It's one of those 3 stadiums.
You don't think BC Place has ever expanded or had a big...
No.
No?
No. I think it's one of those 3. If I had to guess. But I don't know the date. If it's the Riders, it's 95.
Oh, we're having problems right now.
If it's Montreal, it's before they moved to
they played the Big O.
Yeah.
The Montreal Concords.
Even that, before that, the Alouettes. Peter Della Riva.
Okay, we got Joel.
All right, Joel.
Now, Joel, where's Joel from? Is he from Kerwin
I'm from Regina.
All right.
Joel from Regina. Okay, what's your answer, my man?
My answer is 1977, September 6th in Montreal, and the Alouettes played Toronto at Olympic Stadium.
That's the Grey Cup one.
Oh, crap. Google's no good.
You're a beauty. You still win free lunch. Yeah. Joel, stay on the line. You still win a free lunch to PumpJacks.
Good job, Joel. Good job.
It was. The biggest Grey Cup one is 1977, 68,318. Regular season. I kind of remember this game. Watching. I wasn't there.
Okay.
Not that long ago. 2009.
Okay, that eliminates the Rider game.
Edmonton, Saskatchewan.
Really?
Commonwealth Stadium. 62.
Okay.
517.
2009. Do we know who won?
Oh, man. I didn't look that deep.
Okay, I'm going to go find that.
My internet cafe that I was on this morning, I ran out of minutes. You have to search that up. You want to go to ticker here, Colson? Do you want to hit ticker bed? Sorry, bud. I know you're on the phone.
It's time for the Sports Ticker, brought to you by Extreme Hockey and Sport, 1425 McIntyre Street, the Cooperator Center, Moose Jaw Temple Garden Center, and online at extremehockey.net.
All right, today at Rider practice, we got the updates injury-wise. Who was not participating? Sam Emelis wasn't. Zach Fry wasn't. AJ Ouellette wasn't. And Morgan Runge was not participating. Baseball, it's a mess. Blue Jays delayed right now in Washington. Red Sox are in Edmonton, probably hanging out on Bourbon Street in the mall because they can't play baseball. It's flooded. They're going to Red Deer to play a double dip tomorrow. Saskatoon Berries are hosting Medicine Hat tonight up at Cairns Field, and Swift Current welcomes the Moose Jaw Miller Express. SportsCage.com poll today. Has the CFL replay video review made the game better or worse? Please vote. Please vote. And also, if you're a John Voight fan and his LeBaron, also vote at SportsCage.com.
We practice, folks. We actually practice.
That tick, 3 hours. So something's bound to go wrong.
What day was that game in Edmonton? September 26th? Is that what it was?
Let me just pull it back up here. September 26th, 2009.
Riders win 23-20.
There we go.
Yep.
Extreme Hockey is who brings you the ticker. It's back to hockey time. Best trained staff, product knowledgeable, second to none, top brands, gear for every level and every budget. So if you got a budget, you want to get your kids fitted right as well, or your husband if he's playing beer league. Expert advice you can trust, community focused, under new management. Extreme Hockey and Sport. 3 locations, 2 in Regina, McIntyre Street Cooperator Center, and 1 at the Temple Garden Center in Moose Jaw. Flowing Springs.
All right.
Time of the week. Brian Raymond.
Is he on the phone?
How you doing, guys?
What a night last night to golf.
Oh,
that you must have been busy out there because yes, it's hot during the day, but last night I was swinging the wrenches. Oh, perfect, Brian.
Well, if the heat kind of bothers you, boy, I'll tell you, the morning and the late afternoon are both just perfect to play golf. We've been blessed with very, very little wind lately, so it's just been remarkably nice to play golf.
Okay, let's go. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Let people know about the specials on Wednesday.
Okay, Monday and Wednesday every week except holidays, seniors, those are people over 60, and ladies, play for just $42. It's a great bargain, and it's been very, very well used as far as the customers go. So we still have openings tomorrow, so by all means, if you're interested in playing golf, it's going to be a nice day again. Give us a call or come online and book. After 3 o'clock every day, it's $40.50. After 6 o'clock every day, including Saturday and Sunday, it's $22.50 to play golf. And again, it's such a nice evening. Like even tonight, it's looking really nice.
And is there availability tonight if people are thinking last minute here? Maybe get out after 6?
Absolutely. We do have some openings, and, we've been known to maybe start people on the back 9 if it looks like it's going to be, really, really busy so that nobody gets bogged down. So, by all means, ask us about that as well. And carts are available up until 7 o'clock. It's going to be an awesome, awesome night. And it looks like every day this week is going to be really good.
Very great. Well, you still start that back 9? Does that start with that downhill par 3?
No, 4.
Yep.
We
got the nice little downhill par 3. It's awesome.
Oh, I like that. We got to get out. Luke wants to go.
Okay.
We got to find a 4th. We'll get out. Okay, Brian, thanks so much. They can book online.
Yep.
FlowingSprings.com.
FlowingSpringsGolf.com is our website, and 306-543-5050 to call us.
Thanks so much, Brian. We'll talk to you again Thursday.
You betcha. Take care.
Oh, what? It's so nice to golf at night. Oh, right now. And the bugs weren't bad last night.
No, the bugs were down too.
I didn't have to put the spray on. Okay, hour 2 in the bag. Coming up, we are going to have Glen Suitor. Glen Suitor's got some interesting topics he wants to talk about.
All right. I was like
CFL wise and other sporting.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's well-rounded. Well-rounded.
And fish?
We'll be back after the news. You and your fishing. Hour 3 for Saskatchewan Lottery is Rough Rider Scratch tickets, $75K. One prize still out there. Visit your Lotto Spot retailer. Sharky's here for Flooring Superstore. Trent Dickin and his team. Over 20 years in business. They can get anything done flooring-wise, or you can do it yourself. Cash and carry prices, hard to beat. All of our guests are joining us on the Western Pizza Guest Hotline. You're driving home right now. You don't want to cook. Stop at your local Western Pizza. And then the Prairie Land Rentals text line is open, 936-6262. Prairie Land Rentals, they listen to us in the back. Good folks over there. You get to deal with the owner. Okay, egg on my FaceTime. I was wrong. My leather-bound book was wrong. I should have went to the interweb. So we called Joel back and we gave him the prize.
Yeah.
For PumpJacks Cathedral, right? Colson confirmed. So Joel won the 100. There you go. I can admit when I was wrong. If you have never been wrong, text in 936-62-62.
Yeah, here comes
It's actually not that. I'm actually surprised I've only been wrong once the whole time we've been doing this trivia. But we made it right.
Here's my ex-wife texting in.
We are going to hear from Trevor Harris in a bit. We'll keep things going, find out more from Rider Camp. And then for the next hour, it's time to play SaskTel Pick the Score. On that Prairie Land Rentals text line, 936-6262. What's the score this Saturday in Edmonton? You get a chance to win tickets to the next Rider home game. Colson's going to pick that in the Wheel of Winning after the show. And then if you're picked and you're the closest one, you get a chance to win a $200 SaskTel gift card.
Okay. Didn't you say like an 11-point spread last game?
Oh, yeah, I was wrong.
Yeah. Then you're wrong again.
Yeah. Chalk it up on the big board.
I had 3. Okay. I had a 3-point. You had 11. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was but then I gotta write an article for the sportscage.com. The yacht club. We went to town on a couple of the other CFL games last weekend.
Yeah.
The boys collected.
They did they?
Yeah, we had a couple of some of those guys. They've actually been pretty dialed on some of the over-unders and rushing and passing.
Really?
So I've been kind of following their lead, and I've been going with the anytime touchdowns. Kenny Lawler.
That's a good bet.
Yeah, we hit that one. So yeah, I'll get all that buttoned up. And you know what? We're starting later this week on Friday. Taco time. Who doesn't?
Who doesn't like taco time?
We eat it once a week, I think, at the house. And if you're from one of our American listeners, they're very sporadic in the north. I think I ran into one once in Havre, Montana.
Really?
At Taco Time. Taco Time is so good. But we have...
Better than Taco Bell.
Not even close.
Exactly.
It's like a Lamborghini or a
Pinto.
Chevette. It's called Hot Takes, spicy Hot Takes for Taco Time on Fridays or right before game days. We're going to take the best hot take for the game coming up. $50 to Taco Time.
Feed a family of 6.
And tonight at Taco Time is like the Taco Tuesday. So if driving home and you're not going to stop and get a Western wheel, Taco Time.
Nice choice.
I'll bring in Taco Time one day for the show.
Oh, I'd be a big fan.
Are you Mexi Fry hot sauce?
Mexi Fry hot sauce. Yeah.
Have you ever had the Mexi Fries Deluxe?
No.
I can't believe it. That's the first thing you're going to eat.
Why would I bring something
You
up?
bring in bison jerky. I'm going to bring in Taco Time.
You still haven't eaten it yet.
And I proved that I don't bow to peer pressure, so I'm not eating it.
You ever had shishlicky?
Yeah, didn't really like it.
What is wrong with you?
Let's go talk to Glenn.
Oh, man.
Time now for press coverage with CFL and Saskatchewan Roughrider legend Glen Suitor on the Sports Cage. Brought to you by Freeze Tome and Lumber. Locally owned, family grown, rooted in our community for 70 years in Regina and Fort Capel.
You've been listening to most of the show, apparently.
Oh yeah. So Barney. So it's too bad that this is the first time ever that you were wrong on something. Like this is hey, it happens once in a while. For you, it's been one time. That's not bad. That's a good percentage. You got a good hitting average going right now.
Yeah. No, it's
he had an 11-point spread last game. 11 points.
20 years of marriage, boys. You know.
You're wrong.
If you can't say, sorry, I was wrong, it ain't going to work. Just ain't going to work.
I was wrong. I say I was wrong when I don't even know what I did.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. Don't even guess it. Just go, yeah.
Move on with it. Are we done?
Remember when I told you? I just go, no, I don't remember. Sorry. I wasn't paying attention. No.
I was wrong. I'm really sorry I was wrong. You leave, your buddy's like, what'd you do? I'm like, I have no idea.
Nope.
But we're going golfing. Where do you want to start? Kay, I want to get your take on that Hamilton game and Trey Ford. They're right there. I'm like, ooh, Hamilton has a chance to knock off Montreal here. Yeah, and they got to march the field and come back. It's only a 6-point game. And then, Trey Ford throws the muffin. Wally's kind of hit, but it's still an absolute brain fart by him. And you're watching that because you were talking the week before how it was a career-defining game for him.
Yeah, it could have been, but you have to stack them. I mean, you have to start showing that you have that level of consistency. So the defining moment was last week, or the week before this Hamilton Montreal game. So you go back to that one and played great, gets the win, even though it was a missed field goal against Toronto that got Hamilton the win in the end, but played a real good game when it came to decision making. And that's sort of been his thing. We know about the magic. We know about how he can escape. I've said many times, I think it's like nobody I've ever seen before in the league, including a guy like Doug Flutie, who escaped different than Trey does. Trey just makes the entire D-line and linebackers miss. So he's got that superpower, and we know that. What we need to see, and I think what coaches need to see, is can Trey Ford make good decisions more than and learn from those one or two bad ones that he makes. And that's why I thought in the game against Toronto, this could be a defining game for him, because he did make great decisions throughout it. Sometimes he tucked it, sometimes he didn't, sometimes he threw it away and had to punt the ball. That's okay sometimes. And then he did that, and I just, in Montreal, 2 minutes to go, with a chance to drive the field and stack another game on top of the Toronto game against a divisional opponent, and he did that. I mean, it just, I know how hard it is. It's very difficult. It's the toughest position in sports, all of those things. And if you haven't done it, then, you may get off the pedestal kind of thing. But that was just a bad call, bad choice.
What Sharky's buying tons of VA stock, I think, over here, because
he's got to get some defense.
He hasn't thrown an interception all year, Glenn.
20-0.
This is getting spooky, like a hand at the line of scrimmage and the ball deflects up in the air, or it hits a receiver's shoulder or something on the way and bounces up in a DB. I mean, there's 1,000 little ways that you can get an interception, and he is at 20 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, going back to last year now, well over 200 attempts with, again, 20 touchdowns. That's all time. I mean, Ricky Ray, I think, was 17 touchdowns to no interception before he threw his first one in a season, and he was the record holder, and now VA is taking over that. And I'm marveling at how he's been avoiding this. Davis Alexander, by the way, also was in that position until last week. He threw his first last week.
The question I got about Calgary is every game they're in, their defense is allowed at least 30 points. Like, that's their minimum. The minimum anybody scored on them is 30. You can't allow 30 points a game to be in the mix. Doesn't matter what VA does.
Yeah, it'll catch up to you. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right, Sharky. It's gonna catch up to you. You need to have a couple of those, 18-point games where you're holding to under 20, and that'll build confidence. Although I will say, in their game in Winnipeg last week, Ben LeBras, who is a great Canadian DB, he had the 3 interceptions, so that will help their secondary. They'll be more confident there. I still think their D-line on paper is arguably the best in the league. I mean, they have to prove it and they have to show it, but that group up front, Jalen Hutchings and Rimolade, and it's a good group. So, and with VA not throwing the ball to the wrong team, you got
a chance.
It makes a big difference, because when you throw an interception, it's the field position change. It's like a block kick. You block a punt, you get the immediate field position change, and same with an interception. And he hasn't done that, and he's not protecting the ball either. He's pushing the ball.
He is.
When he hits an open receiver, and Tyreek McAllister scores in 3 different ways, so they've got that talent. Plus Damian Alford's back now, and Reggie Bagleton is around the corner. So maybe there is a little upwards trajectory for this stock with the Calgary Stampeders, Sharky.
Well, again, when your 3 wins, you've scored 41, 50, and 58 points, and you have to score that to win. That doesn't give you much of a chance. You can't make any mistakes on offense, which is, I guess, the reason they have 3 wins at all.
Yeah, because they're not making those mistakes. You're right.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. You're right about their defense giving up 30 a game. I would say that I really think they've underperformed based on their talent level on that side of the ball.
Okay.
I think that we're going to see better efforts. Not effort's the wrong way to say it. We're going to see better results from that defense as the season goes on. That was a bad decision by LeBron too, by the way.
Yeah, that was ugly. Yeah.
I get it. Having fun
looked like Chris Sabo.
Yeah.
In those glasses.
He did.
Kareem. Ottawa kicking. Sounds like Lawther's got a bit of an injury, so Lewis Ward's in there. But then what happens when Lawther gets healthy? And I'm surprised the Riders didn't have another kicker at practice today.
A little surprised, yeah. I am too. With Lawther, didn't he have a bit of a back issue with the Riders last year? And
yeah, but I give it to Brett. He might have just been saying that to get everybody off his bloody back in Saski.
Yeah, could be. And maybe the coach was playing along with that a little bit. Like, no, he's nicked. Yeah. Give him a break. But, great start and great this year. So, it sounds like he does have a bit of a tweak. I would say that it's never wrong to have another asset. And I hate to think of a player as an asset, but that certainly is what they are in pro sports, is that you have 2 guys that another team might be interested in one of them, and maybe that team is Saskatchewan down the road, and you can get a draft pick for next year, or somebody that can help you in a different area, or maybe a Canadian that helps you with the ratio somewhere. Then you're looking at trades. But it's never wrong to have too much talent or too many veterans in a position on your team.
No, what did I miss in Toronto where Haralahu wasn't kicking and this Lidster was kicking last week? Did they sit after the miss?
Yeah. I think I didn't do that game, so I didn't the second game, so I didn't talk to the coach personally, but it looks like they basically said we're going with the younger guy, and we're gonna make it a competition. They didn't cut Liram. They didn't cut him, and that's what I've been saying about Hale. You don't have to cut him. Just put him in a competition, and as soon as another kicker is in camp, you have competition automatically. I remember many times when you get off to a bad start to the season, and all of a sudden there's a safety from Alabama or Guelph or wherever that comes in the locker room, and you're introducing yourself to a new guy that's in your position, and you go, oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't like you.
I like you. You're my teammate, but now I've got to figure out what I'm doing here because I might lose my job.
Heather on the text line brought this up last week too, so I'm gonna say it. She says trade Cone for Lawther.
No.
So Ottawa might go, we're good. We already got problems at quarterback. I don't know. We're gonna fill in another guy that doesn't have a ton of experience. Secondly, I said at the start, I find Brett Lawther, and I know the compete and the dog, but where he is in his career, I don't know if I want to go back. Like the pressure, and you miss one, or one comes off the wrong way, and then they're gonna pounce on you.
Yep.
Here we go again. Like I'm fine. I'm out here.
Fine.
I'm out here paying for diapers.
Yeah.
I'm getting a check. I'm kicking in Ottawa where no one cares. No one knows me.
Yep.
I'm good.
Yeah. If it's a trade, Barney, he won't have anything to do with it, like the decision. I mean, he'll just get the phone call and say that you're putting on the jersey again, the Rider jersey again.
And then he retires.
But that's the question, and that's why I would say probably no, you're giving away too much for Brett, not because Brett isn't a good kicker, but because how much longer is he going to play, and is he really nicked? So you're making a trade for an slightly injured player, possibly, that who knows how many games he misses the rest of the way, and is this it for him?
Goalpost move next year.
Goalposts, yeah. So again, I'm not cut and hail here. I'm bringing in another young guy, and maybe it's an open competition. You give him another game. If he's perfect, he stays in. If he's not, or not perfect, you don't have to be perfect. I don't even like that word, guys. But if he plays well and is up there in the 80s in percentage for field goals, that's where people are now.
I thought for sure there was going to be guys.
I did too. I thought there'd be bodies here.
I joked in hour one at the exhibitions in town. Go walk around the carnies. Some of those guys, you never know where they played, what they can do. The guy riding the zipper, hey, buddy can kick. He used to kick down south. Get him a jersey for warm-ups.
Well, there has to be some guys on their list, though. I mean, there has to be a couple of young
somebody
kickers
somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Then ratio issues, though.
Hey,
yeah, possibly, but there's maybe another global somewhere that they can make a call.
What do we know about BC's new quarterback this week?
Yeah, Salter. You know who he reminds me of? And I watched him in the preseason, Caden Salter out of Liberty, and I thought he reminds me of a young Vernon Adams. And he has a live arm, so good arm talent. But he's really slim, kind of skinny, and avoids the rush that way. He can definitely get out and run, has good speed, but his throwing motion, that he's a bit of a gunslinger. He reminds me of a very young Vernon Adams. He really does. So they're going to go with him. It looks like it. Everyone's reporting out of practice at BC that he's taking the number 1 rep. So it looks like he's going to be the starter.
You have a very interesting take on what the CFL should do with rosters.
Yeah, and there's a coach that has mentioned this. I don't want to name him because
you got to give us names, Suits.
No, that'd be wrong. That'd be just wrong. But it started a conversation that we had, and I thought, this is an interesting idea. And the idea was that you have to increase the roster anyway. I've been saying that for years, that I think we have to increase the number of players to a point where the special teams units, the punt cover team, the punt return team, the kickoff team, are really their own entities. There's not starting DBs or starting linebackers on those groups.
Yep.
And I really think that will help with player safety in a big, big way. Now, there's money involved there, and owners have to, a bigger roster means more, money. But if there's new profits coming in and some start of some profits for some teams, then maybe that money should be directed there. But the idea was that outside of the 45 or 55 or whatever you got to, you have to dress 7 O linemen. And the O linemen that are your backups, they're not playing special teams anyway, so you can't really cheat them. I mean, they might be on field goal team, but you can't really cheat them and have just an extra guy on your roster and now he's going to be on the punt cover team, punt return team, all those things. But it's mandatory to have at least 2, maybe 3 backup O linemen that can play on your roster. And maybe they don't count against the full roster cap. Right. And the reason being is that the quarterback is such a valuable entity. We just can't get to a point like we saw in Hamilton where you're playing a tight end at guard and you're saying, hang in there. I mean,
yeah,
true.
It was not pretty for a while. I mean, he hung out there. Max Mang was hanging in there and throwing the anchor out to try and stop himself from getting pushed. So, it's like kind of like the current under the bridge in over here when you're salmon fishing, Barney. I know you.
Nice segue.
I want to go. I'm not sure if I want to go with all these currents and everything that
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
I agree with you. I think this offensive lineman situation, like we saw there, and the Riders had it last year, where they're bringing defensive linemen over, throwing 57 on them, and putting them out there in offense. It's not fair to the game. It's not fair to the fans. It's not fair to the players. You don't take a DB and say, now you're the quarterback, right? I mean, it doesn't work that way. Right?
Yeah, and then so the next question you ask as coaches, because they do their roster construction, you say, okay, well, why don't you just dress 3 or 4 linemen then, extra linemen? So now you're dressing 8. And then they say, well, then who's going to cover kicks? We have to, because the roster is so limited, we have to have linebackers and DBs backups that are covering those. Plus our D-line, a lot of guys are dressing 8, sometimes 9 defensive linemen to keep them fresh and make sure there's pressure on the opposing quarterback. So there's not a lot of movement room there for coaches to say, oh, we'll just dress an extra O-lineman. And plus, if you have those exemptions with a couple of O-linemen, you also now are developing them quicker. So you're bringing them up, they're on the practice roster, and you're getting them ready for when they will be those extra roster players. And we are better protecting our most valuable assets, which are our quarterbacks. We see the drop off, like with, Chase Bryce or when Bo went down, that kind of thing.
I like it. I like it. I'm voting for it.
How can this maybe get pushed through? Is it we need the one coach to get another coach and a few coaches involved in this? I really think there's something there. This makes a lot of sense with TV revenue going up.
Even if you expand the roster to say 2 more, but they have to be offensive linemen.
Yeah, and they don't count because they're not playing anywhere else anyway.
You can't play special teams.
Yeah.
No, they basically can't. I mean, they're on occasionally they're on field goal team, but you're not putting a 310-pound tackle on the punt team or anything like that. They're not running down the field. So you've got a very sort of limited, restricted, extra 2 players on the roster.
I do too.
And they're there just to be ready to protect the quarterback if they get an injury or 2 in a game. And I like the idea. I got to think about the details and some of the trickle downs and things like that. And it costs more money, no question. But protecting our quarterbacks, if there's better ways to do that, we should be exploring it.
That's very creative.
Sounds brilliant.
Let's close with, what are your thoughts on LeBron James? And I know you probably want to get into who's better, LeBron or Michael, but I want to know him deciding, you know what, I'm going to go play in Philly, who's a good team. Now he's got a chance to win because he might only have 1, maybe 2 years left. I don't see anything wrong with it.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, you're a free agent, you can go with where you want to go, or if you have the influence that a LeBron would have and you want to be traded to a team, you can be traded to a team. They can make it happen. I've always wondered about the Ray Bork thing, where he was so long with one team and really was sort of the face for a long time, and
Boston.
And then just at the end wanted to be on a better team to win a Stanley Cup, and did. I kind of went, does it take away a little bit when it wasn't your group? I think it is being a true team guy if you go in and it's your team and you're now renegotiating your contract and you're a LeBron type player and you say, I'll take less money, like Sidney Crosby. I heard you guys talking about that. I mean, if he's taking less money than he should be making based on the rest of the league, that's a team thing. That's just saying, hey, I just spend that money on guys around on the blue line or whatever, our goalie or whatever you need to do so that we can be a competitive team. That's huge. And, I think he's got great perspective there. But
somebody texted in the Prairie Land Rentals text line a while ago. I lost it, saying Ovi should have came back for the veteran minimum of $850,000 or whatever it was.
He's only at his base contract's only at $1 million.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. And the bonuses kick in after that.
So then now you're making your team better, right? Okay, let's try and get some pieces around and make a run at things here. I like that.
Yeah. His bonuses are pretty easy to get, but He's playing for $1 million.
So Dustin and I have this discussion quite often after games. Who is the GOAT, Michael or LeBron? Who is the greatest of all time, Michael or LeBron?
Michael.
I can tell you who I vote for, but Dustin makes such a great argument for LeBron, and they're both in their own world, stratosphere type players, like the Gretzky of hockey, the McDavid of hockey. You just another level that it's rarefied air up there. But for Michael, he elevated, I think, the entire game's popularity with the style of play and the flash and the flying through the air from the free throw line, the top of the key, and he leaves there and ends up dunking it. You're looking at a guy that you're just now. I'm also probably, guys, a victim of that was my time. When you're younger and you're watching it and you're engaged in it, then those guys are the guys. Like Tiger in his prime, even.
Yeah. Man, we got to see some things.
We were lucky.
Those were good. And I feel like now, and I am getting old, but we're at that age where we can say, you didn't see Tiger when it was a Sunday and you were glued to that TV at a major, and everyone else playing them, you could smell what was in their pants. They were so scared to tee it up with them. And then, MJ, same thing.
Yes.
Like the game that he was sick, the one, and then it was. I remember watching that fun. What was it? 98 against Utah.
Yeah.
And he had some guys around him, like Pippen.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then who was the Croatian guy? Starts with a D.
We had Paxson for a while, making those 3-point shots.
Yeah.
And
what's his name?
Yeah, there was a couple.
Somebody will text in here quick.
I'll tell you a quick Michael Jordan story. So I was covering the NBA when it was in Vancouver for SportsCenter.
Kukoc.
There you go, Kukoc. So I'm covering the NBA for SportsCenter in Vancouver when the Grizzlies were here and they were winning 2 games all season. And Michael Jordan and the Bulls come in, and this is going to be like the Chicago shows up, game over. We don't even really have to play the game, kind of mismatch. And the scrum was around him, and I was waiting, and then I went in to ask him a question, and by then it was almost a one-on-one, and he noticed my Grey Cup ring, and he knew some guys that had played in the CFL, so we talked a little bit about that, and I think that loosened him up, and I asked him, how do you motivate yourself for a game against the Vancouver Grizzlies? And he reached into his back of his locker, out of his duffel bag, took out a cutout Province newspaper that showed that a Grizzly guard had said 3 weeks earlier that when they're in town, I'm going to shut down Michael Jordan. He cut that out 3 weeks before they were playing the Grizzlies, and he kept it for the moment that he is going out on the court the next day, and he looks at it and he reads it again. He said, okay, if this guy's going to shut me down, we'll see. And he said, that's how I get motivated. Because there's a guy like this on every single team that thinks he's going to shut me down. And tomorrow we'll see. He scored 43 and they won by, I think, 60 the next day.
Now, was that the same weekend that him and Roenick ran the pool tables at a club downtown that I heard that story about?
Oh, I don't know. Were they at the Roxy?
Yeah. Yeah, they were. Chicago was in town for both.
Everybody goes to the Roxy.
Yeah.
I don't know where I land. I don't know enough about it to really weigh in on it without being a pigeon. I've already been wrong on the show today.
But it's okay, you confessed.
The only thing about LeBron, it's a different time.
Yeah.
But when he went to Cleveland and they won, he didn't have really much around him. Who is that? Didn't he almost win with that Australian guy? Like they were so banged up. There was like some Australian guy.
Well, they went back the next 2 years And like in 2014, the third year, he had nobody. He just carried the team back.
Yeah. And Michael, like I think the argument is you go back to Michael when it started and before Scotty, like he didn't do a heck of a lot. Now, mind you, he was younger and all that. But when LeBron was young, Kobe, a lot of people say Kareem is up there.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Magic.
Yeah.
Kareem like held the record. Ferdinand Louis El Sindor as junior.
Are there no Larry Bird votes?
I like Larry Bird.
Yeah, but not greatest ever.
No.
Larry Bird's in the same stratosphere as Jimmy Chitwood from Hoosiers.
I honestly think though there's some great players, and Kobe is one of them. I'm sure Luke Mullender. I think he's a Kobe guy. Luke
and I got into it on Friday, and he said LeBron was the 5th greatest Laker of all time. I don't gas leak at the Luke's household.
Yeah, I think LeBron and Michael are kind of by themselves. I mean, but you make a good point about the difference in the game, and you can make that same discussion or have that same point when it comes to Gretzky versus McDavid. It's a different style of player and different time. I mean, when you look at those old footage of Gretzky and the Oilers at that time, it looks like they're in slow motion. And then you watch a game now and you go, man, like McDavid's hand-eye at the top speed that he goes.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing like it.
It's another level.
When you watch it, and we watched it live, like you go back to, no offense to anyone here, but you go back to early 80s NHL and you watch a regular season game it's so fun to watch sometimes. Like there are adult safe A division teams that would give some of those teams runs.
The goaltending. The
like
goaltending
senior
was
hockey teams.
The goaltending was so different.
Yeah, Mario Goslin trying to save it with his skate and a slap shot from the blue line. Like, yeah, we could go on. We got to go, but we should have this debate sometime too with people and get some messages. Wouldn't it have been interesting to see Mario play healthy his whole career?
Oh,
like I think goal scorer wise, he was it for me.
Yeah, he was something else,
and so big and strong.
Yeah, and such a pure goal scorer. I mean, a guy in Mario that when you listen to Gretzky talk about him, and that clip of him in the what was it, the Summit Series, when he had an open guy going to the net and Mario on the drop pass, and he thought, he's pretty good around the net. I thought I'd give it to him.
Or Larry Murphy? Who am I going to throw this?
Thank you. It was Larry Murphy. Yes, thank you. And no offense to Larry Murphy, he was on that team.
Guy. Yeah, pretty good guy.
Larry didn't want any of that smoke. You guys just do your thing, please. Let's get out of here. Yeah, the LeBron won the 2016 NBA Finals alongside fiery Australian Matthew Dellavedova. I remember watching that series at the lake at the Lobstick, Waskasiu, and being like, this guy is playing with like a pickup guy from the Y, and he's going to win the NBA championship. That's when I became a LeBron fan.
Okay.
Right there.
Hey, buddy,
okay.
Dustin gives me analytics on LeBron that blow my mind, like bigger numbers than Michael, and he makes a great argument. I just think when you can fly with Bugs Bunny, you are changing the game.
Exactly. Yeah.
And now you buy a NASCAR team? Yeah. That's different. That's different.
All right, Suits. We'll talk to you Thursday, buddy.
Take care.
Sounds good. Okay, guys.
There it is. Press coverage of Glen Suitor for Freeze Tallman Lumber, more than a lumber yard. You can get siding, decking, roofing, windows, doors. Delivery available to your house or cottage in Fort Capella, Regina. Freeze Tallman local. And again, more than a lumber yard.
Tell them we sent you.
We got to go to break. We come back. We are going to hear from Rider quarterback Trevor Harris from practice today. It's a Sports Cage. We are streaming through our YouTube channel at sportscage.com. Injury report from the Riders today out at practice. We have not participating Sam Emelis, Zach Fry, which sounds like it might be week to week. Good news, Nelson Lacombo was full Not participating, AJ Ouellette, Morgan Runge. Baseball, Blue Jays are still delayed, it looks like, in Washington. I don't know if they're going to get this one in today. If you're waiting to watch some Blue Jay baseball, could be dicey today, maybe double dip tomorrow. Western Canadian baseball, the Regina Red Sox are playing a double dip in Red Deer tomorrow against the Energy City Cactus Rats. Up in Saskatoon, the Berries host Medicine Hat tonight. And in Swift Current, Moose Jaw is in town. SportsCage.com poll today has a CFL replay video review made the game better or worse. Please vote at sportscage.com. It's for Steelcraft Doors, made in Western Canada for Western Canadians. Locations in Regina, Prince Albert, and Saskatoon, covering all of Saskatchewan. We told you that this was coming up today at practice. QB1, Trevor Harris, talking with our Dave Thomas.
Trevor Harris, your thoughts on back-to-back games with the Edmonton Elks?
No choice.
This is CFL, right?
Yeah, I mean, when I came up here, I couldn't believe there was back-to-backs and tackle football, but yeah, you kind of get used to it and you kind of enjoy it, especially when you lose a close one like that. You definitely root for them.
So how do you bounce back from last week?
We approach every game the same, and you know, if it's win, lose, draw, whatever it is, the mood in the building is the same. It's never, you know, just let things go. It's never, you know, oh, we won, so don't worry about those mistakes. We take a hard look at critical mistakes, and we know it's about what type of team we're becoming. And you can't just say that when you win and say, you know, when you lose, we need to win games. Like, it's about the type of team we're becoming. So how do we respond to this? And excited to see it this week.
Is it easier or harder to park a last play game-winning kick?
It was tough. The last time I remember feeling that way was 24 against Winnipeg when we lost the Labor Day Classic here at home. And you know, just you have a pit in your stomach because there's just like always 1-2 plays that you just go back on that you kind of just, like, I actually had a nightmare. Woke up that I missed a throw that I missed in the game, and so it's not going to happen again. No more nightmares.
Likely you'll be joined in the backfield by Quali Conley. Tell me about his progression that you've seen from when he arrived in camp to where we are now.
Yeah, it's he's one of those guys that he's constantly watching, asking questions. Very quiet, you know, at first, you know, like, I think this guy doesn't like anybody, you know, and then you get a chance to sit down and talk with him. He's just a great guy, tremendous football mind and very athletic. You can tell, you know, he's kind of like a scat back, and you know, he fits this league really well. And so he's asked AJ a lot of questions, watching AJ, and anytime you get to watch AJ Ouellette and watch how he operates, you're going to get better through osmosis and just watching him.
And do you ever look at the magnitude of the game, right? This is a divisional opponent. The season series could be on the line, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
I just want to have a good meeting, then tomorrow have a good day too. And that's really where my mindset is I treat every game the same. Whatever the magnitude is, I've never let a moment be too big or too little. Preseason game, regular season game, playoff, Grey Cup, whatever it is, treat it the same.
Welcome back for Saskatchewan Lotteries, main fundraiser, sport, culture, and recreation. Get out there and get the one of the last Rider scratch tickets. Chance to win $75,000. Money stays here in Saskatchewan. And Sharky is with me on this Tuesday. I know he's usually here on Thursdays, but he's going on holidays for Flooring Superstore.
Just relaxing a couple, 3 days. Taking the time off.
Put in some carpet.
No carpet.
Or Lionel?
No Lionel, no carpet. I don't do that sort of install work anymore. That's too,
install looks hard.
It's hard on my body.
I always look at, we need to get our stairs done and some other stuff, and I'm like, that's a lot of work.
Yeah. There's people that are really good at that. Why don't I hire the really good people to do that instead of doing it myself?
Exactamundo.
Yeah.
Text line, Prairie Land Rentals, 600 Albert Street. There's a few minutes still to get in for Pick the Score, 936-6262. Chance to win tickets to the next home game and a $200 SaskTel gift card. It's all brought to you by SaskTel. What's the score Saturday in Edmonton? Benny the Rochdale Rocket. I got to get to that. He is fired up.
Is he?
Heads up, Edmonton. Benny is coming in. He is going to the game. He wants to know... what can I read in this guy's text messages? Any recommendations on restaurants or bars before, fellas? I don't know.
I've never
Cook
been to
County Saloon used to be an after spot when I did the rock and roll show and the Goat in Lloydminster.
I don't know where Commonwealth is compared to where I've been.
There's nothing. From what I remember from the Metallica concert, there isn't a lot around Commonwealth. Oh, but it's Rider game. It'll be fun. There was a little tavern. That was years ago, though.
There's got to be something around there.
But Benny, yeah, can anyone help out Benny?
Yeah, we need some advice for Benny.
Maybe tomorrow, too, we can get that going. Tomorrow, where do you land Wednesday? If you're a music fan, we'll have fun.
What do you got tomorrow?
If you think it's absolutely... It grinds your gears when I talk music on this show, sorry, it's really funny.
Part of the deal.
I say interesting. Interesting/fun.
Can
It'll be fun.
You give me a little more tidbit on that?
Now you got to listen. Tomorrow. Wednesday. The End Zone pub still across the street. That's where I think I went before the Metallica concert. It was okay. There you go. Thanks for helping. That's Jeffrey helping out Benny.
I'm not seeing much on here.
Roscoe wants to know how the jerky was. I didn't give in to peer pressure.
I thought it was okay, Roscoe.
What did you think, Colson? Bison jerky.
Having it right now?
Bison jerky. He's chubby. It's really dark. It looks like liver.
It's not liver. It's the maple blueberry flavor.
Honest opinion.
It's good. Haven't had a blueberry flavored jerky before. Throwing me off.
It's very processed to how it looks. It doesn't look like. Anyway. So there's the review, Roscoe. Any other text messages here? I've been missing so many. I got the egg on my face. Commonwealth is the nicest area, and that isn't the nicest area, and that's saying a lot in Edmonton. That's kind of what I thought. Well, you'll find something.
I don't see anything.
Benny, keep it on the rails, though.
Coliseum Steak and Pizza I found, but I don't know anything about it.
That thing's been there forever. You know, they run a nice pie. Probably good gravy.
Decent ribs.
Bulls fan, funny. You don't give in to peer pressure, but yet you ate a fillet of fish. No, I didn't get peer pressure. That was my dumb idea. Bulls fan, that was me.
That was your own mistake.
Wanting to give it a shot. Andrew's coming in saying Pub 1905 on Jasper. Take the train to the stadium for free with your ticket.
Well, there you go.
This is
the kind of valuable information
you guys are good people. Okay, let's end the show. We're back tomorrow. We're going to have lots of fun. I said some music talk tomorrow. First day of the X and some great 90s country. There's your hint.
Oh, there we go.
Tomorrow at the X, I'll be in the mixer for sure. We'll end it with the guy who could be running the ball for us this weekend in Edmonton. It's Quali Conley with Dave Thomas. Good job, Sharky. Good job, Colson. Talk to you tomorrow.
Quali coach tells us that AJ Ouellette is week to week. What does that mean to you?
I feel like the first time was just getting all like the jitters out and actually like playing in the CFL game and how different it is from like the States and just being more confident of my playing style.
So what have you taken from that last game experience that you've had until now?
I'm just being more patient. I feel like my reads was everywhere. I wasn't like locked in. So just be more locked in, more focused, more patient.
So when you say more patient, does that mean you have to wait for more holes to develop?
Yes, you're waiting for the hole to develop and not just, we call it eye candy because something might be open, but if you get to it, it's going to be closed up, so it's not taking the eye candy.
How tough is it then to be patient?
It's tough, very tough, because you see something open and you want to hit it because it's like, oh, it's open. But just knowing you have to press like one or two more cycles, then it might be even more open.
So given the time that you've been working with AJ Ouellette, what have you learned from him?
AJ, he's a great back. I feel like I learned a lot from AJ. He's just the teacher back. Basically, he do everything right, and he's very patient, I feel like, and just him coaching me on the sidelines is very helpful.
Get the Edmonton Elks back-to-back. Does that assist you in preparing for this week when you can look just back at last week's game film?
Just as more film, I feel like, and like our scout team is like the same, and like we get more looks. Even though we got last week, this week again, and just learn from our mistakes during the game. I feel like we had a lot of mental mistakes, and I feel like since we're playing them again, it's just our revenge, our get back story basically.